galaxies? Am I intergalactic or whatever?
Right.
And she's like, it's all happening. And again, this is the person who explained this to me. She's like, it's all happening to you right now in front of you. And she's like, the best way I can describe it is imagine you're in a room and you're in a room with a window. But she's like, the 3D would be you sitting in the room with a window and the curtains are closed. And she's like, that. So it's like, you're like, oh, there's a window out there, but you're not, you're just like, it's there. I don't know what's out there. I don't have any interest with that. I'm not, I don't want to go internal. I don't want to deal with my shadow. So where you're just kind of like, yeah, it's out there, but it's like too much of an effort to get up and like open the curtains.
Also,
she's like, then I would describe the 4D as being like the curtains are open. You can see outside, you know it's out there. There's a pane of glass between you and what's out there, but you're like, oh, that's out there. I see it. But again, you're seeing it through a pane of glass. You're seeing it through some type of filter. And you also always have the option to close the curtains. So like 4D would be like seeing the window, being able to open it,
and 5D
being able to close it.
outside.
And then 5D is like basically being outside.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's like, the filter's not there. You're kind of like, there's that window. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I jumped out of the window. Like, you not jumped out of it, but I've got out of the window. I'm outside.
Wow.
This is great. I can touch this grass. I can feel this grass. I can smell this air. When you're in the quote unquote 4D and you have like the window open, you can smell the air, but it's like through the screen,
Right.
and it's coming into
You get blue-balled.
Was that a good description?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. And so this guy, I'm going to continue with my notes from Franco Romero, Romero. Humanity is going through a strong 4D portal, and in 2025, we'll be deep in the fifth dimension, which is where we'll all be able to communicate telepathically, apparently.
In a year this is happening?
Yeah, dude. Well, this is according to Franco. But a lot of people are saying, the guides didn't give me a time, but soon. So,
Because I heard this is all happening by 2027. That's what the human design folks believe. Like,
Okay.
that this is like, it's coming in hot and it's coming in like 2027.
well, one thing they're all saying that's specific in 2025. Guess who's going to be making a debut in such a big way that it's going to be undeniable? And I'm going to go, told you so, you bitches!
Your friends.
Aliens! Also, Michael, can you change the background?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Is it the computer screen?
Is your porn file up there? Ew.
Are your taxes up there right
why
now?
do you have
My
a photo
taxes
called
were up here for a
Christina
second.
Naked?
Were they up there? You took them
I
down?
had to take them down, yeah.
Hide that social security number, baby. There's hackers everywhere.
We are, for people that are just tuning into the live stream, we are a work in progress here.
I'm just ahead now.
We're trying a whole lot of different new tech to make this live stream awesome.
yeah.
And a lot of it's failing.
That's okay. It's the first
It's
one.
an eclipse,
You know
Mike.
what?
It's an
You can't
eclipse.
control technology. You can only control your attitude about it.
That's
so
right.
my attitude is, fuck it.
Right.
And according to the philosophers, Christina looked up today on YouTube, by 2025, you're going to have it all together. By 2025,
hope.
So
we'll be doing
all the drugs you
we'll
want.
be doing this telepathically. They won't even need to.
No, seriously, there'll be no guys. Do you know what that means? There will be no misunderstandings. And here's something very exciting. And again, this is because words fuck everything up. Words can set us free, but they mostly fuck everything up. And we say things and they're interpreted one way. And like I've said this on the show before, like I have, I'm not speaking with my parents at the moment. And I wish so much that we could just be in the same room, not speak a word for 1 hour and just exist together. And then, next time try to talk. Because I feel like that would do the trick. I really do, because that's where things get misunderstood. When you get butthurt, and look, no shade to that. I get butthurt all the time. And I say butthurt lightly, but it hurts. It hurts real bad. Even if it's for a reason that's not actually happening and unfolding in front of you. Ugh, I hate that. But yeah, so some other things he's saying. We'll be deep in the 5D of 2025. We will become aware that we are God. Well, I don't take that I don't know what that means. Maybe it means something individual to everybody. UFOs will appear in a major way. Also in 2024, we're receiving data dumps.
What's that?
So just like downloads. You know how you get a download?
Yeah, like today.
So I've been
the
getting
last couple of
downloads.
days has been crazy for
So
me.
I'm gonna give you an example of a download, and then if you want to share an example of a download you got that you're
Okay,
like,
you're
oh
doing
shit.
today, yeah.
So I took my dog Kevin to the vet yesterday to get a checkup for his annual exam, and they looked at his teeth, and they're like, oh, we have to like do like surgery on his tooth. It looks like it's decaying, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay. I know Dachshunds have like a dental issues famously, so we figured that out. And then today I was in the shower, and all of a sudden it just popped into my
shower.
head.
Why is it always in the shower? All my stuff comes in the shower.
Hot water creates negative ions. This is according to a workshop that I attended at Laurel and Jackson. That was the one at
the one I didn't go to. Yeah, because I was like,
you were doing your thing.
Yeah,
you were doing your thing.
You know, having a a breakdown. Anyway, that was my thing.
It's me on a Tuesday.
My thing.
It's me on a Tuesday. Don't take my thing, bitch. That's my thing. Mental breakdown. Let's have a mental breakdown off.
I don't like your words right now. I'm very butthurt by that.
So yeah, she presented a scientific study that said like negative ions are created in like a hot shower environment. So they just stimulate thinking. But we're receiving data dumps. So I received a download about, and this one I don't know if it's the case or not. But I'm saying it now just in case that is true. I'd be curious, realize this along with me. I all of a sudden go, oh, Kevin's tooth thing is because he has these tennis balls that he plays with, and he rubs the front of his teeth on them really hard, and they're all over the house, and there's germ and bacteria on it. Take the tennis balls away. But the download was just take the tennis balls away, and it was immediate, and it was calm, and it was like it wasn't a voice, but it was like a knowing voice. And I was like, that was really interesting. And when I was watching this YouTube video, and then just thinking as I do, when I thought a thought that felt more true, I get chills, like literal chills in my body. I'm like, that's weird and new. So that was one download that I was like, oh, interesting. Like, usually I have to, like, if I'm trying to figure out a solution to something, I'm using my mind, I'm thinking, I'm talking it out, or I'm just mulling it over. But this download, I'm saying, it just kind of just floated in my head in a way that I was like, I think this is true. Who knows?
Yeah, it floats in front of you, kind of like when you, when you're a kid and you used to blow those little
because the party things. I go,
no. Like those little things you used to pick. It'd look like a puff, and you'd be like, and they would like all fly. You ever did this?
Wait, what would fly?
They were like little flowers, but they were look like little puff balls.
Oh, the wheat. Yeah. And you make a wish.
Yeah, and that's kind of like what it feels like as it's like floating in front of you, or like a bubble floating in front of you.
Yes.
It's very much
very
like
easeful.
And you got to like catch it. It's like catch it while it can. Like it comes in and goes the same as quick as it.
Yes, and there's no anxiety tied around it.
No anxiety at all, because that's an intrusive thought.
Even if it's like a information that you're like, oh, okay, this isn't good or whatever.
Yeah.
There's never anxiety with downloads.
No,
I've noticed. What's one you've gotten?
Actually, I had one today. I mean, it was weird too. And then even when I thought it, I was like, why the fuck am I thinking this? I went to the dentist today, and then at the dentist, right before my appointment started, I dropped my AirPods, and I literally yelled in the dentist office. I was like, oh, fuck. And then some guy comes in who I had never seen before at the dentist's office, a young guy, like maybe he's like in his 20s, and he goes, I'll get that for you. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, shit, I shouldn't have said sorry, I cursed so loud. And he's like, no, it's okay. He's like, here's the other one, picks them up, puts them back in for me. I was like, thank you so much. As he handed them to me, I was like, that's her son. It just like came, the dentist.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I had never met him before. I don't know what he looks like. I've never seen a photo of him.
Candle agrees.
Oh, the candle agrees. And and when it came in, I was like, why am I even fucking thinking that?
Yeah.
But it came in so quick. And then anyway, she did my appointment or whatever, this and that. And at the end of the appointment, I go, oh, because she always like talks to me about her son. She's like, oh, he graduated, he has biology degree, all these things. So anyway, I go, I go, how's your son doing? She goes, oh, you didn't see him? And I was like, see him where? And she's like, here. And I was like, I was like, that's your son? She's like, yeah, he's been working here the last 3 months. She goes, oh, this is the first time you've come back. She's like, because you didn't make your last appointment. And I was like, right. And then she's like, oh, he's here. And I was like, oh. And in my head, I wanted to be like, oh, I thought that was your, but because you want to say it, but then I didn't want to be like, oh, well, I kind of had a psychic download while you were doing
right.
I was
yeah,
like,
you skip that part.
She already thinks I'm weird enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened today. But shit happens all the time. Like there's some stuff going on that you know about that I've been getting a lot of hits about, and it's been this. So again, like a lot of the times it comes in quick for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like,
too.
okay, what was that? I do have intrusive thoughts too sometimes, and then I'm like, that's an intrusive thought. It's giving me anxiety. When the intrusive thoughts, I know they're an intrusive thought because when they come in, and I did like a whole like YouTube series on this, but I know when they're coming in, I'm kind of like, oh no, I don't want that to happen. Like I kind of like react to it, or I get like a feeling of scared.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's not for my best interest. That's an intrusive thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's times where I'll be like, you shouldn't go to that party, or watch out for that person.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come in scary.
Yeah.
It comes in like a like a knowing, like you said.
It's weird.
But recently, this thing that's been going on with me has been a feeling like the bubble, like we're saying, but it's been like gnawing where it's like, don't ignore this. It keeps coming up as like a thought, and it's a decision that I have to make. And this week I finally was like, I'm going to take the first step with this, and I did, and all of the pieces are lining up, and they're lining up so quick. It's kind of like the universe was like, bitch, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
So
another interesting, you reminded me of another like thing. It's not a download related, but I remember when I was talking to Mike about how like, I want to do interviews because I had that show Wait What, but that kind of fell to the wayside because I didn't have time to produce it. But so I'm like, I really want to start doing interviews in the studio. And then people just started, that I know well, but like they just started emailing me and like, hey, I was told I should do your show. I'm like, whoa. And it just happened naturally. Like, I didn't even try. I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool.
And it happens to me with my Substack, because I have a Substack, theartofself.substack.com.
It's a really good one.
Thank you very much. And I have this Substack, and for a whole year, I was sitting, because does this ever happen to you where you kind of sit in this frustration?
Every day.
Our friend Kylie calls it a tornado, where it's like a tornado and it has to like touch down. And I'll have this like angsty feeling where I'll have this idea, or I'll have these intuitive hits, or I'll have these downloads, but they're like not making sense to me, or I don't know how to execute.
Yeah.
So like for the last year, I've been like, I want to write, but I also want to do video, but I also want to do a podcast. But I don't want to commit to a podcast. I don't want to commit to YouTube, and I don't want to commit to a blog, because in my head I'm like, that doesn't feel right. But doing all these things feels right. So I've been sitting on it, and for the last year, I've just been making the content and kind of like not really doing much with it, and then all of a sudden, Substack just like appears.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
it's like, hey,
that's
bitch.
because
Nice
you
to
can
meet
do
ya.
a podcast, you can do a blog, you can do video, but you're being consistent if you're just doing one of those things a week.
Okay.
And also but it's just like, and I was like, oh, this
Fell
is
into
what I've
place.
been building for.
Yeah.
And now it's here, and now I have kind of done like the back work for it.
Yeah. I encourage everybody listening to this and watching this live, hey, how you doing? To look back at your life and see how things worked out. And just notice, like, oh, if I didn't meet that person, or this car didn't T-bone me at this intersection, I wouldn't have gotten this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met my partner. I wouldn't have gotten this business deal. Like, your life, first of all, we're all walking libraries. I say that very often, and I love that about people. That's why I love, like, my group Therapy that I do on patreon.com/KRYSTYNA HUTCHINSON, because I love hearing people's stories. But everybody has these moments that when you look back, you're like, that worked out perfectly for you.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to reflect on that.
And when I work with people, one of the things when I work with people one-on-one, one of the things I always tell them to do is we do like a mapping, and I'll be like, let's look, especially if they're in a frustrated point, and if I'm working with a creative, I'll be like, let's go back and look at when it was working. When was it flawless? And I always, especially for creatives, I always tell them to go and look at their Instagram.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like a documentation of like, when were the likes coming in, when were, or when were you,
the only thing that matters.
yeah, but it's for like creatives.
No, I know.
But,
No, I know.
But for
I
people
want
too,
likes.
it's like, go back
want
and
them.
see, when was this working out? Like, when was life easy? When was it kind of lining up? When did you say, oh, I wish I, had a new job, and then like the new job came in, like, and then we kind of like go backwards and we work backwards, and we kind of look at that time in the life, and it's like, who were you hanging out with? Were you doing a ton of drugs? Were you drinking a lot? And usually the answers to that are no. But were you exercising? We kind of find the common themes. Oh, well, back then I was meditating every day, or back then I was journaling, or back then I was more trusting, or I wasn't trying to force it.
Yeah.
Like, we find like the themes to kind of figure out, okay, so what are you doing now that where you're holding yourself back or kind of sabotaging yourself?
Yeah, because it usually always comes back.
Or
to that.
what lesson
There's something in your
keeps
energy
coming up.
that's not. So the thing that you want isn't flowing to you.
Right, and it's like, what lesson keeps coming up that you refuse to learn,
Yeah.
so you can't like move through?
Yeah, I'll ask you that to ask this Tara later.
Okay.
The Michael Singer's book, one of my favorite books, The Untethered Soul. There's a lot of philosophies he communicates in this book that are just amazing for your everyday life. But one of them is that, like, your dreams and your hopes and your goals and the things you want in your life, it's supposed to be easy. And when I first read that, I was like, the fuck? Get the fuck out of my house, Michael Singer. What? And he went on to say, like, we're so conditioned to be like, hustle culture. Someone's always willing to do it better than you and for free. And there's always going to be someone younger and hotter to replace you. And it's like, oh God, just kill me. Just kill me. That's why I say
we have this human brain that wants to make it complex.
The human brain is such a bitch.
And even with things like panic attacks and anxiety and stuff like that, that's the brain trying to protect you.
Right.
And you have to retrain the brain and say, no, we're not afraid of this anymore. That's not scary to us anymore. We're safe now. We're not that 10-year-old kid who's, we're in a safe place. No one's going to yell. No one's going to hit. We're in a calm environment because the brain's, even dissociation. Disassociation is your brain trying to protect you.
My brain is working overtime.
From that primal state of like a lion chasing you.
Yeah.
And you feeling the pain of being eaten by a lion, but you have to tell the brain, there's no lions.
I know. You got to talk back to those thoughts.
We're okay.
Yeah.
We're fine.
That's why I do ketamine therapy. And other things he says, this is the crazy things he said. This is Franco Romero.
If you think it's crazy.
I mean, yes. I'm like,
then let's go.
Crazy is like, that is hard for me to comprehend. And I'm very
she has a threshold for crazy.
But I know. Wait, continue that. Finish that sentence. Threshold for crazy is
out of
this world.
It's out of the.
That's why I got my space buns.
It's universal.
Come get me, aliens.
Oh my! Not right now. No, I'm sorry.
Well, not right now. We're live streaming. And wait till I take Donna home. I promise her right home.
Yeah, please. And don't do what you did last time where you messed up. Remember the GPS that time when you hung out with that guy?
What guy?
The alien guy.
Oh, wait, which one?
The guy with the white hair.
Oh, yeah. And
then remember the GPS was all messed up. We were putting in addresses and then it was taking us other places and it kept rerouting. And it's like, you need to, we were literally on the Brooklyn Bridge and it's rerouting. It was rerouting like we were on the Williamsburg Bridge. And you're like, why is this saying I'm on the Williamsburg Bridge right now? We're on the fucking.
Right.
It was wild. And you were like, you think because I hung out with Alan that maybe his energy, and I was like, you didn't tell me you hung out with Alan today. I was like,
we're going to be interviewing Alan on the show, by the way.
A spaceship's going to land on the roof of this car.
Well, it wouldn't land on the roof. It would just suck us in. So here's some of the things that, are hard for me to wrap my head around, but hey, if it's true, cool. And I say all this, why I keep kind of promoting these things that people are predicting is not to scare you. That is the last fucking thing I would ever want to do. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the real pandemic. Fear is so much more dangerous and deadly than any other thing on this planet. I promise you, even a lion. So that is not at all what I want to do. My theory in this is if a bad time is ahead, if I get a heads up, which is rare, I can handle that like a G, okay? Because I'm like, all right, this isn't going to be fun. Because it's a surprise factor for me, because I'm a child in trauma, that really sets me off course and makes me freak out. So I say all this to say.
It's like knowing that it's going to rain.
Yeah.
You're going to bring an umbrella. You're going to get some boots. Maybe you're going to go all out. You're going to do boots, umbrella, and a raincoat. Maybe you're just going to be like, fuck this, and just do a hoodie. It's up to you how you're going to handle it, but at least you know it's going to rain. And maybe it won't rain at all. But at least you got an umbrella in your bag.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Try.
That's absolutely beautiful. So here are the things that Franco said that I was like, oh, okay. Our bodies won't need food.
Okay.
And at first I was like, no, but I love chocolate hummus. But then it's like, well, maybe the desire to eat will leave because we will get nutrition elsewhere. We won't need food to sustain ourselves, which is great for most people in America because y'all's diets ain't good. There will be no financial systems.
This is by 2025?
Yeah.
We're not going to need food?
Yeah. Okay. I know. That's why I'm like,
That's quick.
That's I don't know, man.
Also, I want the Jetsons microwave thing where I can press something and get a turkey dinner. Remember the Jetsons?
Oh, yeah.
I still didn't get that yet.
Well, that's like a microwave.
I don't want to stop eating before we have that. No, it's not a microwave. It's like an automatic,
like a 3D printer for food.
It's like a pod.
It's like a pod.
In,
yeah, and then I get
you hit a button and it becomes a meal.
You get a cheesesteak and fries. You know, that's what I miss. I want that in my flying car.
Well, it seems like the joys that we will be feeling are going to be so much greater and more beautiful than that of your favorite meal. So, I mean, maybe that's good. We'll know everything, so there will be no education system.
I actually believe this. I believe the education system is I believe it.
And now look, if we'll know everything, that when they get to the NDE interview on YouTube, they get to the part where they're like, and then I was presented with all this knowledge and I knew everything, and I always get so jealous because I'm like, I want to fucking know everything.
I want to know everything. I want to know the whole internet.
I want to know why everything does.
That I'll never read the whole internet, but I know that.
Yeah. And it makes me
nuts.
it makes me crazy, like not crazy, but like I'm just so fascinated with what makes people tick. And there's a book that I was going over on the podcast like about a month or two ago called The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Branden. Okay. It's a very amazing look, emotionless look, almost clinical, but it makes a lot of sense and it really resonates about self-esteem. Like, what are the 6 pillars of it? And he talks about how humans have a desire to know everything, and that affects our self-esteem. And so I'm like, oh shit, if I could know everything. But then my second thought was, what are we going to talk to people about if I already know?
That's true.
Well, but then it's going to be all telepathic. So I guess
I agree.
Hopefully there'll still be sex. Will there still be sex? Like dancing? There's got to be dancing still.
I mean, I hope there's,
because you don't have to know anything to dance. You just want to dance.
Yeah, dancing is like a feeling.
Yeah,
it's a vibe. I agree with the education system. I think it's gonna. I think you're gonna need to know skills.
Yeah,
I think skills are making a huge comeback.
Plumbing,
nursing.
Electric work.
Yeah. Electricians.
Stand up.
Let's
comedy.
go. Pensions.
Yeah, because
firefighters, that kind, this stuff's going to be coming back. Like welders. Did you see all these badass female welders?
Yeah, so I read an article on Guys We Fucked not that long ago about how all these women are going into fields that were very male dominated traditionally because, I don't know, I guess that there's low employment rate on the men's side, or they're not being recruited as often. I have no idea, but there's so many female electricians and female plumbers and all. Yeah. I'm like, damn, girl. And then the first thing I thought was don't go into some guy's home alone. But you'll have a wrench, so that's a weapon. Also, you had mentioned, you kind of predicted COVID to me privately.
Yeah, I did.
And when COVID happened, I go, Donna, hold on. What is happening there, huh? And
I knew something was going to happen in March.
Yeah, and you knew it was going to ground us. And so you had something else. You said there's going to be something else happening after this. You said it, I think the last time was maybe a couple months ago. She's like, I don't know if it's going to be airlines or
the airlines. I said about the planes.
So
since then, all the airplanes shit has happened.
Yeah, what airplane shit?
You have the people stuck in space. They can't get back. Yeah. You also have the 2 planes that almost crashed last week. Yeah, the other plane that fell out of the sky.
2 planes?
Yeah, one plane was taking off and another one. Under it was like Alaska Air, I think, and then you had another plane that just went completely down in Brazil, and then you had the Boeings, I've
been telling you guys for years.
The Boeings ripped off. The Boeing planes, the sides ripped off them. Then you had the one that
I know the Boeing is
one that dropped and someone landed in the luggage compartment.
Yeah.
So I said there was going to be a lot of stuff happening. Right. Oh, and then when I said a lot of stuff is going to be happening in the air, and I put it on my Instagram, and of course people were like, yeah, whatever. And then I said a lot of stuff's going to be happening in the air with airplanes. Think communication. Think mass communication outage. And then 2 weeks later, the Microsoft thing happened.
Oh, right.
That was the big thing.
Right, because I remember Colin going to return something or buy something or do.
And then all the airlines,
because the servers were off.
And then all the airlines shut down because they couldn't fly. So I knew it was going to be something with aerospace.
So very soon, apparently, there is going to be a blackout in all of our communications, which means no access to the internet, no access to phones, no access to anything electronic. The electrical grid's going to go out. All these motherfuckers are saying is, and you said, you're like, I feel like the electrical grid's going to go out or something. And I'm like, that's interesting. But then I remembered you predicted COVID to me privately, so I'm like, I gotta listen to what this chick says. And
even with COVID, I was like, something's going to happen, but I know that and because of my astrology at the time was I was going to be called to do something during that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, a lot of people are going to be grounded, but I'm not. And then I ended up being a nurse in the pandemic. Yeah. So I was one of the few people who had to go out into it.
and lead it, really. Yeah, you know how sometimes I wish, I'm going to do a metaphor here. I wish I was lesbian because the idea of not having to internalize, shut up, Mike, Mike goes, of not having to give a shit about the male gaze. I fantasize about if I was only into women, that would mean that I don't care if men think I'm attractive because that has seeped into my consciousness so deeply that it's so annoying.
It's not in mine.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I actually think that's why I've been able to get, I also got married at a young age, but I also think that's why I'm able to get so much done because I see even with my friends and my girlfriends and stuff.
To look hot.
But it just
money.
thinking about what a man's going to think or like for that attention or whatever, it's such a fucking waste of time.
Yeah, that candle agrees. Right, it's such a waste of time. I mean, obviously in my younger years, it wasted much more of my time than it does now. But like
we're trying to learn. We're trying to learn what he likes. Or like be
just all the
that.
shit that straight chicks
all
do.
the stuff we
that
do.
we're conditioned to do. Frankly,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not on you, boo. I mean, it's on you to get out of it, but it's not on you that it happened.
And I'd be like, wow, this is a lot of time that you're wasting.
So with these predictions of like no internet, no social media, could you imagine living a life? Because with our career, we have to promote ourselves. We can't get around it.
Yeah.
And I love podcasting. I fucking love it so much. But if I imagine a life that I don't have to post ever,
But how are you going to make money?
I know. Well, podcasting. That's how I make money. I don't make
But
money.
how
on
you,
social media.
if there's no internet and airwaves, how you going to?
Well, the other thing they're saying is like money's going to shut down. We're not going to have like cards are going to shut down. We can't have access to our money. One guy was saying get cash, and I'm like, okay, but I don't. Again, I do not say any of this to freak you out. But that lady that I follow, her name's Ann Tucker on YouTube. Look her up later. She is the first person that started predicting the stuff that I saw, and I was like, oh shit. And she felt very grounded and safe. But she said in one of her videos, get food that will last you that doesn't need to be refrigerated. And I'm like, wait. Whoa. Is
So
we
like-
not gonna be able to get food?
It's like beans and things like that.
She said exactly, beans and rice.
Yeah, beans
exactly.
rice.
And I'm like,
which I mean,
okay.
which cultures have eaten for years and been fine. Like it's wild to me sometimes when, no offense to the vegetarians, but when people are like, oh, this, did you see this? This is like a new thing for vegetarians, and it's like, no, this stuff came from cultures that have been eating this shit for like hundreds of years. It's like just because it made its way to Brooklyn, congratulations. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Donna
like-
with the jokes.
No,
Yeah,
it's
right,
like
you're right.
It's
You're
this has
right.
been quinoa. You didn't invent it. Farro.
Shut
you didn't invent
up.
farro
Don't take
and
away my
couscous.
truth.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Becky from Brooklyn.
We're tapping into a world. Oh, so this is something that you said. And he said this, and I'm like, that makes me feel safer about all this. If this is true, we're tapping into a world that already exists right here on Earth.
Yes, it's
just
already
a different
here. It's
dimension.
Just, again, it's like you're in the house with the curtains closed, or you see the window and you see it open, or you're outside.
Yes.
And like everything is here. It's just kind of like if anyone's ever I know this is going to be a wild reference, but if anyone's ever screen printed a shirt, have you ever screen printed a shirt?
No, but I
you know how
had
you have the
t-shirts
different
actually
layers of
printed.
color.
Yeah.
Like you need a screen for like the red, you need a screen for the yellow.
Right.
It's all there. It's just when you put it all together, it's like then you have an image.
Yeah, totally.
So it's like you're here
It's your
and you're
frequency.
in it. Yeah, it's just you got to be able to see. You got to kind of like tune it. Like when you're at the
Yes.
eye doctor when they're flipping the lenses.
yeah.
Like
This
it's
one or
all
that
there
one?
the
I get
whole
so
time.
nervous.
It's
I'm
just like
I forget. Can you do
Oh,
it
it's-
again?
that is like
I don't know.
That
They're
is
the
some so
same.
anxiety. It's so
They're
much
the same,
anxiety.
mascot lady.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, wait, do it again. Go back. And like, I get so anxious.
You know the
And
worst
I'm
part for me about
sweating.
it? When they put the thing of air in your eyeball,
And they-
my
like, pop
face,
back.
my chin is resting on the thing, but my whole body is just like doing Cotton Eye Joe, like dancing.
I had to do this the
and they're
other
like,
day. I did this on
Christina,
Monday of last week.
Christina, sit still. Christina, you keep closing
And
your
they're like,
eyes.
look at my ear, look at my ear. And I'm like, you're shining a fucking spotlight into my face. You want me to look at your ear, lady? I can't see shit.
I handle that test.
I feel
so
like I
poorly.
just smoked angel dust, and you're asking me to look at your ear. This whole room's like a flash gun. It's fucking up. It's fucked up. Oh my god.
Okay, Michael, do I have time for 2 quick segments? I.e., do you have the sound cues that you're available to use? I just
do.
want to make sure,
Which one?
So this was it. This
So
was
first, we're
everything?
going to do the...
do you want to just check in on the chat
beat.
real quick?
Oh yeah.
The one
Oh
thing-
god.
Is anyone here?
We got one comment from Slickback Studios' own Ronnie Side.
Oh, hi, Ronnie.
She said, "Tell Christina, I say she'd be such a good lesbian."
Oh okay. Well,
Thank
you would
you.
be a good lesbian. I
I
think.
feel like I would too.
Yeah, you're really good
I wanna
at buying
say-
gifts too.
Yeah,
You do
yeah,
like
I
buy
love
good
from
gifts.
Corinne though. But yeah, I love and I love moving fast.
And you
I
like
love it
treating
intense.
people. You like treating people.
Yeah,
Like treating them to stuff and everything.
Yeah, God, this homeless guy came up to me, and I pulled money out, and just 2 10s came out. And I'm like, I
Oh,
can't,
you can't
don't
go
put it
back.
in
What are
the
you gonna do?
wallet.
Oh, sorry, you
You
only
gave
get
no
one.
tens?
Yeah, but I gave him
Yeah.
$20 because I'm not putting it back in the wallet after this lovely man who approached me very kindly, and I just felt
I gotta
he
tell
could
you
be
what happened.
completely full of shit and lying, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because in that moment he was lovely, and I hope he has a great day.
A guy followed me yesterday.
Like literally, like
So
physically?
I was walking down the street to the subway at 6 o'clock in the morning because obviously I'm a nurse and I got to be there for 7. So I start walking down the street
Yeah.
and I see a dude out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I see him walking, little, like, I'm like, this is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So I cross the street this way, long diagonal, cross to the other side. He, of course, swerves, starts following me. And he's like, ma'am, miss. And I just started walking faster. And he was like, but he was high as fuck. And he's like, ma'am. And he's following me. I was on the phone with my husband at the time. And I'm on the phone with my husband. And my husband goes, tell him you're a cop. Tell him you're on the phone with a cop. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, people don't like the cops. That's going to end really bad for me. So I'm on the phone.
All the more to kidnap you.
So I'm on the phone, and he's like, where you are at this point. And I turn around, and I go, I'm on the phone with God. And I'm going to tell him if you're mean to me. And he just stopped. Because sometimes you have to out crazy the crazy. And so he stops, and he looks at me. And then I just like walked really fast and walked away. And he was just standing there. But I was like, I'm on the phone with God, and I'm going to tell him if you're being mean to me.
That's like a mom with Santa, but
that
with
worked.
God and a stranger.
It totally worked. And then Alexis on the other line, he's like, what happened? And I'm like, it worked. He just stopped. And then like I got on the train.
Wow.
Yeah, that worked.
I'm going to try that.
So you're on the phone with God.
I wish I could fart on command because I feel like that would do it, but whatever.
Okay. I'm not telling him I'm on the phone with the police. That's not going to end well.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick segment.
Go ahead.
This segment is called, You Okay, Girl?
No.
That's not the one I had ready.
Wait, do you have it ready? I'm going to read your intro it.
Yeah, you want to do it again?
Okay, I'm going to do a segment. This segment is called, You okay, girl? You okay? Girl. You okay? You okay, girl? Last time I did this segment, it was about a woman who walks like a horse her whole life.
Oh, I thought this was like an intervention for me or something. Oh.
No.
You're okay,
This is just a
girl? It's
highlight.
like, guess my whole family comes down.
Sorry, John.
Alexis is behind the curtain.
Oh my
It's like, well,
God.
we're going to do this.
I would never do that to you.
I'm sorry, I'm such a
on
bitch.
camera live.
Thanks, I appreciate
That's
that.
terrible.
Just in the living room.
Okay, so this week's You Okay, Girl is any person who identifies as a female who changed their view on Donald Trump from positive to negative after he tweeted on Truth Social that he hates Taylor Swift. If that's the reason that you are taking back your support for Donald Trump, I want to ask you a question real quick.
Wait,
You
wait.
okay, girl? You okay, girl? So Brittany Mahomes, there was an article.
Yeah, the internet was upset at
It
her.
was inspired by Brittany Mahomes, but I didn't want to single her out because I know the second he tweeted that, I'm like, there's going to be chicks that are going, that's the last straw because he said that. And I just want you to think about it because Donald Trump, she's been accused of sexual assault by over 24 women, okay? Includes a large range of cases starting in the 1970s. His ex-wife, who wrote a tell-all book, originally talked
fell
about how...
down the stairs.
Yep. Talked about how he sexually assaulted her. Allegedly, Chad. Get off my dick.
And his divorce documents are sealed. So
Yeah.
which is the weirdest
This guy,
thing ever.
He's one of the worst people. He's a conniving narcissist who's somehow like smart and absolutely fucking stupid.
He also has a lot of retrogrades in his chart.
If you are no longer voting for him because he wrote "I hate Taylor Swift," you're not okay. I'm going to answer it for you. You're not okay. You need to just reprioritize. Like, just take a second and journal and go, what are my values? There you go. There's a prompt. Just journal about it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, everybody should ask themselves what their values are every so often. You know what I mean? Like integrity, compassion, whatever. And it changes. Every year we're different. Every day we're different people. Okay. So, Donna,
Go ahead.
that's the only segment I'm going to do. I'm not
That's
going to
all
give
right. You don't want to do the next one?
no, because the other one, it's kind of dumb.
Let's do
I'll save it.
Okay. So this is all you've gathered from the YouTube philosophers.
Well, that was, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, let
Just
me
so-
make sure there's not any more. Hold on. Did I get them all? Hold on. Isn't this such an exciting live?
We'll have this ironed out for the next one.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. We're tapping into a world that already exists on Earth. We just have to go higher frequencies. Oh, the global consciousness is rising rapidly. The global consciousness is rising rapidly, and it's jarring. You feel very unorganized as people. And when he said that, it made me think of all just kind of
chaotic.
lately. It feels like everybody's running into each other. Like just kind of like, wait, what? Where am I?
I feel like I don't have like control. Like I'm not you know, like when you're
You're in a
doing something.
gravitron.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. You know, like when you do something like
just do this and not try to make out with Paul.
or like, like when you're starting to do something and then you get like pulled away from it and then you come back and you're like, now where was I?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Every
that's been
day.
the last 3 weeks of my life. Like
Yeah,
now
yeah.
where was I? Like I
red
can't,
dot.
nothing's going like how it should. Not
Yeah.
that it should, but like, I don't feel like I am, like I don't have
Directing
tabs on my
you.
life. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
directing my life well.
Yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah.
kind of feel
Same.
like I'm witnessing it and riding some wave.
Same.
And I'm like, eventually I'll get to the beach.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what?
I'm just like,
With that
we're
I
out
say, just chill and go and just observe.
Yeah,
you know,
just
and do
kinda-
what you can when you can. But if you can't, it's okay.
The other thing that what was the lady that I read a bunch of stuff on about what's happening in the next couple of years? The deep fake AI, like that kind of stuff, like not knowing if something. She said that basically over the next few years, unless you've like witnessed something, you can't like yourself and you were there. Like this fake stuff is going to become like you're not going to know what's real and what's not.
Stand-up comedy is going to be more popular than ever.
Yeah, like,
stand-up
so
comedy.
live experiences, things that are live, things that you can go witness yourself,
Cool.
things that you can see yourself. Like that's
Cool.
gonna be,
That's great for us. Okay, so Donna,
Yes, ma'am.
you read tarot, and
I
I
do.
have. Not only have
Okay.
I witnessed you kind of predict that this wasn't with tarot, I don't think, unless you were pulling cards about this and I didn't realize, with COVID, but like we've done Instagram lives before and where you had your tarot cards out and you've straight up been like, with a total stranger going live with me on Instagram, you've shuffled the cards around, you pick some cards and you go, are you pregnant? And I've seen women go, yes. And I'm like, what the
Remember that lady
hell?
that was like, who died? And I was
Yeah.
like, someone got like murdered or something.
Yeah.
I remember her boyfriend got murdered.
Yes.
So
yes.
weird.
At the Walmart or
Yes.
the Target.
Yeah,
The Target.
so weird.
That was weird.
That was freaky, yeah.
That was freaky.
And we thought, remember, like we were like, is this real? Like,
Yeah.
is she gassing it? Like
Yeah.
we weren't sure, but it was it was a very true story, unfortunately.
So I wanted to ask a couple questions for like just like these questions aren't comical in their nature, but they're comical to me because I have a fucked up sense of humor. I want to ask the tarot, will I ever have kids in this life?
Well, you have free will, so. you
Yeah, I
can.
know, but
Okay.
what's
we
going to
can-
happen?
I mean, whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah, you
Okay,
have free
how about
will.
this? Was I molested as a kid? Because two psychics
don't-
said I was.
oh, God.
What does the tarot say?
Oh, my God. Let me, okay.
I know.
let's
These
have
are fucked up questions, but to me, they're kind of funny.
The kid thing-
I went to two psychics and
All
they
right,
both
you
told me
wanna
I
do-
was molested. That's
we'll do
hilarious.
the kid thing, too. Let's do the molestation. So, were
Bless
you
you,
molested as a
Michael.
kid?
Yeah.
That's what you
Tarot.
want to know?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Well, do you need to know that at this point? That's the
I'm
other
just kinda
thing.
curious.
Because, well,
Because it came up again with somebody else the other day, with another like lady that I go to a lot of ladies.
It's like a yes, no.
Yeah. Is that a yes, no, okay to ask the tarot?
It's holding you back. Oh, wow.
I was today years old. I mean, and also, this is tarot. I get it. Is it like I'll never know. I'll never know. But I asked because it came up again, and I was like trying to write a stand-up bit
Did
about
you
how
go to
to
like Catholic school or like
No.
like nothing where there was religion?
No.
Is someone religious in the family? Like your mom or someone?
I was trying to write a bit about how I thought it was hilarious that I went to two psychics and they both told me I was molested within a year apart. These psychic appointments, and I'm like, that's just funny. I guess because I'm really comfortable talking about the topic because the guys we fucked.
I can't tell, but the whole concept of whether you were molested or not is holding you back. It's like
makes sense.
It's like
I don't really.
It's like a burden that
Okay.
like it's kind of like
So I'm gonna let it go. I don't really think about it except this yesterday when it came up again. So I was
it's
like,
like
I'm gonna ask
spirituality is
Donna.
coming up and religion's coming up.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking, like, was someone very religious? But it seems
think
like,
so.
is this holding you back in your spiritual practice, or is it like, hold on,
Checking in on the chat.
Is it kinda like-
Maria Alvarez says, "Don't give her the answer."
Oh, Maria, do you know something I don't fucking know?
No, I agree with Maria. Like, it's like,
Okay.
do you need to know? Like, I think, like, what's here is, like, you need to, like, kind of,
I don't think
like,
I
if you
was. My
don't-
instinct is no.
If you don't remember, like, do you want
then
to,
good for you.
but also, like, you don't need to ask other people about your spiritual, like, it's like, don't rely on other people for spirituality kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
even asking me this, it's like,
Okay.
like, move from this. Like, this is,
All
like,
right.
holding you back.
I got a better question.
Okay.
Will I ever talk to aliens?
I mean, So these questions.
Because that's not free will. If it was, I would have been doing it
We
already.
know. Okay, let's ask. Will Christina ever, you want to meet them or talk with them?
I
Talk with
mean,
them?
as much as I can get out
Sorry,
of them, but
I moved
anything,
that over.
interact with them. Interact
Christina
with them.
ever interact?
I just really want it.
Will Christina ever interact with aliens? These questions. Normally people are like, should I fuck that guy I
Is he
work
gonna
with?
love me
Is
or
my husband
no?
going to find out?
Is my boo cheating on me?
Yeah.
Not this
Right.
girl. I want to know,
Yeah.
when will the aliens accept me aboard their ship?
Is Christina
I don't know if you guys have ever gotten like a weird, like an interest in a topic all of a sudden, and even you are like, why do I like this so much? That's how that's me with aliens. It just happened all of a sudden.
All right.
What do we got? Can I say the cards?
It's
or
like you already are. I don't know how to describe this.
no? Well, can I know about it? I just there's
You
I,
will if you start to go on like, I know this is gonna be weird.
I already have
I'm just gonna say it.
retreat in Sedona book.
Okay, so that's literally this.
Sedona.
Yeah, it's like a mountain.
Yeah.
Like, is there going to be a mountain in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's like you already are, but you have to go on. And then do you have someone that you want to do like on the ocean or on the water or
they
a cruise
famously
or
live
something?
in the ocean. I mean, if there's an
But
alien
is there like
cruise,
an alien cruise?
I don't know.
Okay.
Ask ChatGPT.
So it's
Is there
like
an
you got to
alien
start
cruise?
going to places where, like, you would, I don't know, I guess be around like-minded people
Oh, that's easy.
that aren't so like patriarchal institution.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
And then like Colin's coming up.
My
and
boyfriend?
so's Kevin.
My dog and my boyfriend?
Yeah, it's like
Aliens?
that's your family.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like this is your. It's like you're kind of already you're already interacting with like your intergalactic. I don't know, like I would say intergalactic, but like you're already like with your soul tribe. That's what's coming up.
Aw.
It's like Kevin, your dog.
And Colin?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin the dog, Colin. You're gonna go. Is he going to Sedona with you?
No.
You're going to Sedona.
No,
yourself?
well,
Okay.
because I saw
This
talked
is a
about
trip,
how I want
so this could be water.
I
but
want to
could
get
be alien
proposed to,
cruise.
so I have an excuse to have a bachelorette party in Sedona where we all do meditation and try to conjure up aliens.
You
with
also
all my
kind of got to
girlfriends.
like with your mom. You got to like she got you here
Yeah, yeah.
because your mom's coming up.
Why?
Because it's like she was your person who got you here.
Yeah, through the birth canal. Yeah,
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 like you can't like you can't like she did what she was supposed to do.
yeah. I believe that.
She
I
she
believe
did
that.
her job. That was her job to get you here.
Oh, I'm freaked out.
Are you?
Oh, that's weird.
What's so weird? You love this thing.
I know. It's cool. I'm not freaked out in a bad way. I'm freaked out in a good way. I'm excited, I guess is the right word.
so
Whoa,
am I on the
that's so
money?
weird.
Am I on the money?
Okay.
Okay, so what does this thing
I
do?
don't know.
This is your
Here.
Tell me about the ghost monitors. When they show up, I don't know what to do.
It's kind of like like you've already met the aliens.
Have I already met the aliens?
That's kind
I'm not
of
doing
what's-
anything different. Okay, stop if I have already met the aliens. Stop
getting
if I
worse.
haven't met the aliens. Okay, so that's a bad system.
It's not a bit. Hold on. How do I talk to this thing?
So this is so for everybody listening, if you're watching, you can't. It's REM Pod EMT. It's a paranormal research instrument, programmable REM with temperature detection.
You already
so this
talked to
detects
them.
temperature detection.
Okay, so kind of what was coming up is like you're already doing it. It's just again like we were talking about. You're in it, but you don't see it. Does that make sense? Okay.
Oh.
If Christina's already in it and she's already interacting, but she doesn't see it because again, like all the shit we've been talking about this whole episode.
Dimension, going up dimensions. By
If this is true,
raising your
can you
vibration.
go off? Okay.
go off again.
Okay.
When
Check the
appropriate.
batteries on that thing.
Show
No,
it
it's, Michael. I'm not an amateur. I already did. I replaced them before I
on the
arrived.
EMT.
I replaced them before I arrived.
Can you show us? Yes. Okay.
What about that? Okay.
Can you show us? No.
So maybe it don't want to do it like that.
Okay, it's got its own
But
way.
that flame's doing something weird.
But anyway, it popped off when I was kind of talking about this. It's
The
kind of
mom.
like you're already doing it. Yeah, your mom.
yeah, but that's when it popped off when you were talking about my mom.
Yeah, it's like because your mom did her job.
Thanks, Mom.
And like
I
you
mean
have
that.
to be gracious for that. Like she brought
Yeah.
you here, she got you here. She was your
Yeah.
but she was like your slide to the other side.
I've been thinking about her in a very positive
But I
light
feel like
lately.
you're already interacting with them. You just
Well, if
don't
only
know
I
because
could
you
know
want to.
it.
Your again, we were talking about like your human brain. Let me clarify. Clarify
Because-
for Christina
because
interacting
I
with
do
them.
talk
Is
to
she
them.
already interacting with them?
But
because that's what's kind of like
I feel
coming
like
up for
I'm
me.
yelling
You
into a
want this
void.
like patriarchal, institutional, like I want to see you scholarly. Like I need to see your little black eyes and your little,
and
you
your
know,
big gray head.
and it's like we're already doing it, honey. You're already interacting. We're already like. Is she already
Did you see that?
interacting?
Do you see that?
Yeah, because I'm right.
Right. So the REM pod thing is not
look,
making a noise.
in your dreams and your.
I don't remember any of my dreams, which is so annoying.
But you're already doing
and also,
it.
I don't know if everybody does this.
Is Christina already interacting with? Yes, you're already doing it. You're already interacting with them.
Well, it would be so sick if I could get a
you
little
want
bit
it
more
your
solid
way.
proof.
You want it your way. You're being a skeptic.
Yeah.
You're not believing you're interacting with them.
No, I'm not skeptical about that. How can I tell? I don't know. Because I want
Because your life's
tangible,
going well, maybe. Because you're here. You survived. Look, you're protected.
But the aliens?
Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do?
To
You're
call
not
the
fulfilling some
aliens?
message. That came up too for
I
me.
mean, I'm trying.
Deep replenishment.
Trying so
rest.
hard, which I know is sometimes antithetical
Let's see
to
what.
getting
Let's
stuff.
let's go there with that. Let's ask another.
I also want to be
question
the
for
white
you.
Oprah who talks about ghosts and aliens.
Okay, so there you go. So do it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is me doing it. Welcome
Okay.
to my first episode as
Hi, I'm really glad I'm here.
KRYSTYNA Hutchinson, world-renowned
How does she answer
touring
the call? What does it
comedian
say?
and ghost communicator
answer
and
the
alien
call?
communicator. That's
You're
still going on.
protected, and you have to understand you're
Hell
protected.
yeah.
We've even if anyone's like watching this, like we've lived through the past 5 years, which have been fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
And also now that
So gnarly.
and the DOJ is using freak offs as a term. Did anybody expect that?
Well, that's because P. Diddy used that term.
I know, but now like it's hilarious that the
fuck
DOJ
him,
just
by
keeps
the way.
saying freak offs.
Yeah,
That's the only hilarious part of
That
the
is
whole
very
thing.
funny.
Obviously,
I
it's
gotta
all
watch that clip.
Kevin's back.
My Kevin.
You're
Yeah,
already
that
interacting. You got to go to Sedona.
Get ready, Ani.
You got
You
to
wanna
go.
come?
I don't know. Is it going to be really scary?
No, it's not gonna be scary. It's beautiful. It's a
There's
beautiful
gonna be
interaction.
aliens and stuff. Though.
Yeah, that's amazing. They're not bad. There are some bad ones, but guess what?
You know, I have fears about this.
You know, it's like it's like another species going, oh no, humans, I've always heard of them. Do they really exist?
We're
Yes.
gonna go like
Are they
in the
good or
desert,
bad?
right? With night vision goggles. Is that
Hell
the
yeah.
one?
Hell yeah.
I
And
don't
we're
know
going to
if I get- I don't
meditate
know
in
if
the
I'm-
desert
Oh, yeah.
until the orbs come, and then it's the aliens, and then I go, hey, aliens, and I go, girl, come on.
You got
come
to
on
take a
in.
new path with this. It's time for a new path for you.
I feel that, but I don't know what that is.
Let's see. Let's help Christina tonight. Let's teach. Let's guide her on her new path. What does she have to do? Let's show her new path.
What's my path?
New path. You have some like. You've been writing or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, a lot. I'm working on two things that
You want to.
my follow through is the worst of anybody I've ever
Your
met.
mom keeps coming up, man. Put this over. The next thing you do, it's going to be lucky. You just have to do it. You have to really
Yeah, I am.
follow your heart.
Yeah, yeah. No, I am.
Again, this patriarchal, you got to stop doing what the industry wants you to do. You got to do your own thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
true.
The industry's like collapsing.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It is. I don't know if anybody listening is in the entertainment industry, but my God.
It's
Pilot
gonna be
season
good.
is not a thing anymore.
gonna be good.
And comedians, like, I mean, they have like these amazing freedoms that are opening up and new pathways of being known in the world, which are so exciting and potent and valuable and lucrative. But also, there's no television pilots to audition for, and that sucks. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead on this
You
podcast?
like an alien mother there.
Oh my God. See? That's
Yeah,
cool. All
it's
right,
time.
thanks for pulling
You
cards,
got to
Donna.
start doing something. You got to start moving on with the new work that you're doing.
Okay,
It's
when
time for a new
I
thing.
just started a new project that relates to the other thing. So
your mom
I'm being
back
very
over
vague.
here.
Yeah, Mom. Love you.
Seena's mom.
Did you have one for me?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me.
But do you, or maybe what I should do is say, is there anything Michael needs to know?
Should we do
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Or do you
why?
have a specific question,
Did you,
Michael?
I'm curious to know what your specific
Is
question
Mikey ever going to find love?
is. Okay, yeah, we can go with that.
But maybe I don't want to limit it to that. Maybe you need to know something different.
I mean, the love one is interesting to me, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
But-
So if it matters to you,
Yeah.
then is Mikey ever going to find love?
Okay.
And then we'll open the
Gonna
phone
find
lines. I'll tell you
love.
what the
Is
phone.
Mikey ever gonna find love?
There isn't an alien cruise specifically, but there are numerous sci-fi and space-themed cruises.
Does ChatGPT really know?
I don't want that.
ChatGPT didn't know how many R's were in strawberry. Did you know that? Someone
How
asked
do I communicate?
that. There we go. She
with
has
aliens?
to always do this when I'm in her presence.
I
Like she
know.
just
well, it's just you
has
give me the
to.
motivation. It's
And then
something
I-
about you, Donna. Something out of this
What
world
if you,
about you. Donna.
what if you found out that I'm really an alien?
I'd be like,
And you've been
"Bitch,
communicating
I've been communicating with you.
If I'm an alien, that explains so much. And also, like, could have someone have told me that when I was 7?
Oh,
so, like, I
wait.
could have made sense of so much more.
I brought it.
Do you
I
have an
brought it.
alien wand that you can stick next
Okay,
to me that's
wait.
going to tell you? Wait. Where do you find this stuff?
While you were pulling cards for Michael, before you start explaining the cards about whatever he needs to know, I'm going
She
to
makes me
take out.
so nervous. I get,
No, I'm
I
going
get
to take
so
out this.
guarded. I'm
This
like,
is a
what
spirit
it?
box.
It's a gun.
No, it's a
God,
spiritual
no.
gun. No, it's a spiritual phone. This is a spirit box. Okay, somebody told me about it in my Patreon
Look at Mike's
therapy.
face. If you guys can see Mike's
Hey,
face.
I know what I like. Okay.
Trying to
This is
listen
nothing
to
new for me. I mean,
me either.
every week there's a new box with an antenna that comes in.
Yeah. Well, so I said, how do I talk to aliens? He goes, radio. The ChatGPT goes, radio signals. So I bought the spirit box because it's like radio frequencies, and you just kind of listen. And there's very doubtful that something will pop up because this one girl was like, me and my boyfriend like listened to it.
You could feel
and we
my
start
heartbeat right now.
And we what? Who cares? Nothing matters, and everything matters. At the
You
same time.
already brought me to the poltergeist hallway that I was walking down before. I was terrified in that hall.
Yeah, D came in spooked.
I was
just from walking down
I was
the
like,
hallway.
my God, hallway is so scary.
Really? Oh, maybe I should take the spirit box elsewhere. So I'm going to turn on the spirit box. It's basically like it's an ITC research device. It's how to talk to ghosts or aliens. But ChatGPT just said scientists have been sending and listening for radio signals through projects like Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and what's that send thing that's down in the at the light beam thing that they the send? What is that thing they keep activating up? I don't know. I get on real TikTok rabbit
Let's just
holes.
see.
If that thing starts fucking
That sounds
talking,
great.
Christina.
No, well, so it's a radio signal,
Shit myself on this podcast.
and then all of a sudden someone's like,
Christina,
someone's like, the
waiting.
feeling I have in my chest
No,
is
you know
like
what they would
when
say?
you're going up a roller coaster.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
That's what I have right now.
They'd say,
She's
"Hey,
terrified.
bitch, great to talk to you."
So things are just supposed to come across that?
Okay,
Ask my grandmother to talk to us. Lena, talk to us.
Lena,
We need you.
Lena, are you
tell
here?
me what to do with my life. She's like, a bitch, I told you, and Laura Lynn Jackson make the magazine.
Yeah, she did.
All right, let's ask
Also,
Mike.
is there aliens here that can talk to me on my live YouTube stream? Because boy, would that go viral, huh?
Yeah.
And you're not making this shit up?
If you want to make this happen for her, tonight's the night, baby.
Tonight's
Aliens,
the night
my grandmother,
where
my
aliens
grandfather.
declare.
Can you please give us something so Christina can go viral?
We have
Make
a
it
comment.
obvious.
And then my tarot card reading can be right about her going on her new path.
We have a comment in the chat. No spirit box, please.
Oh, why? Y'all bitches scared? Because
You haters.
This is real.
That definitely was from Kylie. Was that Kylie?
I've seen Cubby.
Cubby. I don't know who Cubby is. Oh, shout out to Genevieve if you're watching. Genevieve, you're great.
Also-
She loves Christina's and I love, and she always sends me messages whenever she sees us hanging out. And she's a follower of ours. And she's
girl,
like,
hey.
she's always like, I love friendship like you and her have.
Aw.
So thank you so much for saying that.
We have a really good friendship.
We really do.
And that's honestly, good friendships make life
Oh, so much easier.
incredible.
And shout out to James, another fan of ours,
Hi,
who
James.
wants the most for us, and he wants the best for us. And I always tell him that when we have a big party or a big premiere, we're going to invite him. And then I'm like, just don't be a murderer, you know?
Yeah.
Just
all
that
you can
goes
hope.
for any man ever.
That goes for everybody.
Don't murder
actually.
us. I'm
All
right.
right, is Mike going to find love?
Okay, I'll turn this on.
No, keep it on. I want that for you. Because I want you to go viral tonight. When my grandmother's like, Donna.
Maybe if you can lower it though. 'cause
Yeah, yeah,
it's,
yeah.
We can keep it low. Because if they
kind
come
of
through-
brutal in the ears.
Sorry, I don't
Is
have
Mike
headphones
going to
in.
find love? Is Mike gonna, let's do one more time. All right, is Mike going to find love? Let's get serious.
Guys, serious. It's not a joke.
Is Mike going to find love? Is Mike going to find love? Who's Sarah?
Sarah?
Yeah. Is Mike going to find love?
I don't think there's a Sarah.
I don't know. You tell me, Mike. Who's Sarah?
Oh, Sarah's here. No.
She's on the other end of the box.
Michael. Sarah's an alien.
I don't think I have a Sarah in my life.
This is coming
You're
up as
about to,
March
bitch.
for me. March, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Are you taking a writing workshop or writing classes or doing any type of classes?
No. I'm writing, but I'm not taking like
All right,
classes.
so what are you doing to find love?
The standard stuff going on the
Praying to
apps.
God.
Going,
Okay.
trying
Praying to God?
to go out a little. Do what?
Praying to God.
made it up.
Praying to God.
Dear God, it's
Dear
me,
God,
Michael.
it's me, Michael.
Send me a girl, big juicy titties, and a perfect ass, and a tiny little waist.
let her name
And she's
be
gonna be
Sarah.
23, and she's gonna go 4 languages,
her
and she's gonna be a CEO.
And let her not get weirded out because my
Yeah.
friends like
And
aliens.
she's gonna let my huge, huge hog. And
And let her tell me that she wants a stay-at-home husband.
Thanks.
And she really wants to support a podcast studio.
yeah, she's always. Her grandfather left her a fortune, and she just doesn't know where to invest it. God, and she's so excited because
And she
finally
really
found
loves
the podcast
podcasts.
studio venture capital plan that she
The
loves.
woman of my dreams.
We're manifesting
She's
it.
22.
Do you have a dog?
No.
Okay. Dog's coming up. Dog park. I think you should take Kevin to the dog park.
Me?
No, he should.
Take my dog?
Yeah, to meet girls.
Yeah, dogs are good. Borrow a puppy.
Yeah, maybe. I
Oh,
should.
dude, borrow a puppy and just walk. I don't know why
Do you
I don't
have
give
a
that advice more often.
Do you have any trips to Texas coming up? Or like the South? Are you
No.
going to like South by
don't
Southwest
fly.
or anything like that? Oh, you don't fly.
Yeah.
He's so scared. But, to be
What if
frank,
Sarah wants to go on
Would
a
you fly
trip?
for love, Michael?
It depends. It
Okay.
depends on how great this Sarah is. I can't think of anybody.
Well, and
I'm going to look at who follows you.
look, find a Sarah for
Sarah's.
me.
Go for it.
Yeah,
You don't fly. Oh, wow. I can get you over your fear of flying.
me too. I'll blindfold you.
If
and
we
put
could
you on a
open it.
plane.
That's not dramatic.
Get over it, you pussy.
If
That's
we,
how I got over it. I
we
cannot
could-
tell you how many
let me
panic
tell you
attacks I've
something.
had on
If you
flights.
and I could start a company where we get people over their fear of flying, we would be bajillionaires. And
No
I
one
know,
take that.
And
That's
I
a
know
really
I
good
can.
idea.
I know I can get people over their fear of flying.
How would you do it? I know I could
I'm
too.
not going to give my secrets away on this YouTube.
Okay, yeah,
You
you're
have to
right,
sit-
you're right,
you
you're
have
right.
to-
Well, I've already trademarked that.
Yeah, Dee's
service.
working on the business. She can't give it away.
Yeah, come on.
So you've seen Texas?
I'm seeing like a trip to the South. I'm seeing South by
Oh, there's a
Southwest.
lot
Are you
of
trying to go to
Sarahs who
South by
follow you
Southwest
that
next
you
year?
follow.
You do a
Look at all these
podcast.
Sarahs. These are all fucking Sarahs.
You do have a lot of Sarahs. Have any
Following me?
that you follow. A lot of Sarahs. Oh, this girl's in a bikini.
That says it. Christina, stop being a man.
I
Oh, wow, this
I-
girl's hot.
I don't know if
I think she's single.
I'm going to take a look at my followers.
You will find love, but you have to start taking some
Yay.
risks.
Yeah?
You have
Like
to
what?
really love you. Do you really love you?
No. Nobody hates me more than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That is an issue that I
wouldn't
have.
have guessed that.
Yeah.
You don't act like you hate yourself. People who hate themselves that bad.
It's called wearing a
shitty people.
mask.
You're not.
Wow,
You're
why?
not. You're
Why?
not
So much
loyal.
work.
You're not loyal to yourself. Like you're not like your own best friend. You're not your own friend. I mean, if this is too much for you, like just tell me to
No,
shut
no.
up. But like,
I love
it's like
it.
you're not your own friend, and you every time. But also, like every time you get close with someone, do you move away? You're afraid to let your guard down.
No, honestly, every time I've gotten close to somebody, they've moved away from me.
Because you're not showing them the real you, and they're sensing that. Like
think?
did something happen as a kid? Like what happened as a kid? The parents got divorced? Something happened. Abandonment issues.
Oh, I definitely have abandonment issues
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, but not because I don't think because of my parents. My parents are still together, and
Okay.
I mean, I had that. Obviously,
parents are
Christina
cool. I
knows
met them.
brutal relationship where she was kind of like always
Yeah, it was
kind of leaving me. You know?
very toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, some like the leavings here.
Yeah.
That's here, and also the not. You're loyal when you're in a relationship.
Oh, very. Yeah.
What are you a Taurus? What are you a Taurus? What are you?
Virgo.
You're Virgo. Okay, your Earth sign.
Okay, aliens, if you want to talk, just do it loud, okay?
I think you're gonna find love.
Am I gonna find love this year?
Yeah, let's
I don't
come
know.
on, you
guys
know?
time isn't real. Didn't we just
Right.
establish that?
Right, but
Yeah.
like, how come there's not a Rolls Royce in front of me that I want to drive? You know what I mean? Like how can like I want to make things
You got me
happen
thinking now about
faster.
Sarah, and I'm trying to think.
Follow or a lot of you follow a lot of Sarahs. Let
Is
me
your
see
like
how
high
many
school
Sarahs I'm
reunion
following
coming up or something? Or some type of reunion?
I mean,
College?
I wouldn't.
Do you
I
go to
probably
any
wouldn't
So
old-
many
go.
Sarahs.
Do you
follow
go to? Yeah, you're gonna have a bride. Here she is.
Wait, let me see. Oh my God, it's literally a bride, y'all. Is there time? I know time isn't real, but can the cards
can't-
indicate
No,
A
I can't
range?
give a time.
so many Sarahs follow you, Michael? Jesus.
It's like some, like, you got to do like some inner child healing or some like, yeah.
Ketamine.
Because it's like
It's really
a little
amazing.
bit. No, I don't think it's go that intense. You just need a little. You need to be like more vulnerable.
How do you feel about
You
that?
think I
Michael?
need to be more vulnerable? I feel like I'm a vulnerable guy.
You just told us you're wearing a mask.
Well, I'm wearing a mask.
Good fucking point.
No. Hold on. I'm wearing
You
a
guard
mask.
that heart, man. You really guard
That's your
this
heart
heart.
in chains.
This is your heart.
You have the key.
You are guarding.
Get that guard down, baby.
I think you're very right about the not necessarily like liking myself.
That's so
but
weird. Because you're not a dick. Usually people don't like themselves are dicks.
No, but I'm just always afraid that I've like hurt somebody's feelings.
keep your
or
pride out
done
there.
you know, like I
That
get that. I
sucks.
have that with women like big time, where I'm
Aw.
I constantly wonder if I like did something wrong. You know,
Ugh.
like it's a
It's
big
exhausting.
fear that I have. You know,
Yeah.
but
Well, you know the good news about that, Michael, is we're going to piss people off a lot without ever knowing it. And sometimes
I
it's
know,
because
yeah.
we didn't realize in the moment that we said something fucked up, or it's because they took something a certain way because of their history, which has nothing to do with you.
I
So
know
it's going to happen.
Yeah, but in a weird way. So this is. I think I've talked to Corinne about this a little bit, but like I think all the years of kind of sitting next to you guys and listening on Guys We Fucked.
Yeah. All those awful emails we read about the absolute worst men ever.
Yeah, and it's like I talked to my therapist about this a lot. I always get afraid that I was like, is there something in my dating life that I'm not like recognizing?
Yeah.
That I did like is there ever a moment where like I did too much or I was too aggressive or I was too whatever? And it kind of eats at me. And I like every time I think back at stuff, I'm always like, no, I've always been as like pretty cordial to like
You should start a podcast where you name every girl you've ever fucked and figure out what your issue is.
and they get paid 120 million from Sirius.
Yeah. They'll definitely. You get picked up right away.
That wasn't funny, Michael.
All right. What does Mike
You know
have?
that chick got a fucking $120 million deal?
Good
Yeah.
for her. You're gonna get
Yes.
married. You're gonna get proposed to someone.
Okay, I like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I actually think the next person you date, you may propose to. Here's what you have to do to date, though, because I asked, well, what does Mike have to do to find love? Because I like to answer, like, I like questions that are
Yeah.
like more like that.
That is a good
What do
start.
so you have to stop thinking that every relationship needs to be problematic or have conflict. Do you create the conflict?
Oh, that's a knowing look.
There we go. I have to ask the questions. Like
Yeah.
we're asking.
She's good.
That's spot on.
I have to
Donna's
channel
good.
in the way I
Yeah.
channel.
Donna's fucking good.
Spot on. Yeah.
You're
I'm just a hype
creating,
woman.
and when it's nice, it's like you're kind of like not throwing a grenade, but you're creating the conflict so like you can
Yeah.
feel something because it's like
I'm waiting for the conflict to come.
So,
Usually.
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you manifested.
and,
kind of, yeah.
and you're constantly taking the temperature. That needs to end.
Okay.
That needs to stop. You need to kill that off.
so no more sabotaging.
No more sabotaging.
duh, myself.
if it's easy and it's going well, you just got to ride that wave, and you have to tell yourself, "I deserve this."
Talk
Yeah.
back to the anxious thoughts.
This is
Brene
good.
Brown says, fact check them. Go,
Yeah.
oh my God, did I say something bad? Well, let me
There's
actually look
something
at
with
that.
the key. Clarify the key. Yeah, these thoughts. This has to stop. You're sabotaging. Clarify the key. Clarify the key.
Just
clarify
checking in on the
key.
aliens just to see.
Move.
Oh, is there chat? Is people in the chat?
I see you going on like some type of retreat or something. Are you going to aliens with her?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, you
you
can.
might meet someone there.
Whoa. All right, Michael.
Because you have
Well-
to produce the segment of her jumping around with the aliens.
Okay.
And you don't know who you'll meet there.
Where are we going? Sonoma?
Yeah, Sedona.
Sedona,
We're gonna do
yeah.
a
or
meditation
you're going
retreat
on a
with
cruise
aliens.
with her.
On a cruise?
The alien cruise.
Well, okay. Well,
There's
aliens
a-
live in the ocean, so that's why I thought the water came up, but whatever.
A trip.
I'm not a
Interesting.
cruise. I've never
And
been on a
there's a
cruise.
key. You didn't have like a roommate named Sarah or something back in the day? In college?
Sarah? No, I don't think so. There's a.
I was gonna say, is it like it could be another name, like Hera? But no, that's not a name. Maybe it is a name. Scara.
Is there like a mixer or something for this building?
If there is, I don't know about
You need
it.
to start
Maybe
going to it.
Well, bitch, look that up.
there could be.
Yeah.
There's some hotties I passed on the way in.
It's Bushwick. There's there's artsy chicks.
Oh, is this
Artsy
Bushwick? That
hotties.
makes sense. I was like,
Oh, I thought this was Williamsburg.
It's like on the border.
Okay.
It's like
you
They
may
They
Going
say
away.
Bushwick to up.
may
One
not have
foot
a-
you're in
you may
Europe.
not have a
to-
kid. They're gonna make a home
He
with
would be a
this
great
person.
dad.
There's a key. There's the letter keeps coming up. I don't know what the letter is. The texting.
DM.
It's like some
Sarah,
it's
are
a
you
form
watching?
of communication. Sarah, slide in to Mike's DMs
You
tonight.
know who you are. I
You
don't
know who you are, and we want to go to the wedding.
And also, I just want to be right too. So like,
And I love being right more than anything because I'm
love it.
from New
Sarah.
Jersey and I'm
Love it.
Italian. And I'm Italian.
Guys, you really love being
Yeah,
right.
that's
And
really-
maybe I could
that's
say
really
Italian.
love.
Sorry, I worked 3 12-hour shifts in a row, and then last week I worked 4 out of 5. I'm a fucking tired bitch here tonight.
Let her live, guys. Let her live.
Where's the writing come? The letter, like, you're gonna like write her. Do you write poems?
I haven't in a while, but
Wow, I know
The fucking
it's been a little
best.
while.
I love poetry.
I did. I had a little run with poetry. Yeah,
You're-
not like a ton, but
You're
yeah.
gonna write her some poems.
Wait, I'm gonna.
You better write. Her
I would
poems.
love to. This is the thing. If I
But
would
you
love,
gotta be vulnerable. Stop being like the mask. Stop wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta like,
Oh.
like, take her out for like a picnic and like,
Aw.
like you gotta love on this
Bitches
bitch.
love picnics.
Yeah, you gotta like really like
Hurry up. 'cause it's
create
gonna get cold
ease
soon.
for her and no conflict. And like, because you think conflict, because then you're
love.
because it's like you want, no, it's not that it's love. It's like, because then he's solving and he's doing something. You can have ease. It's allowed to be easy.
That's very interesting. Solving that's very That's a big issue for me.
You want to
Okay.
solve
Yeah, big time.
and fix.
And nurture and
Look, oh my
yeah.
God, you're definitely meeting someone.
What is that one?
That's a little couple. It's 2 little owls in a tree, like little
Okay.
soulmates.
owls.
That's Michael
Listen, I hope this happens.
Michael
It's gonna
and Sarah
happen.
sitting
And then look
in
at
a
you
tree.
having a baby
Finger.
I
and
would
naming
love
it and naming it Donna.
I would open
Or
that.
when you do your in vitro, because Sarah may be a mature woman, you can name the
I'm sure.
twins Donna and Christina.
because Kama's gonna be in office. She go get you that in vitro money,
Because
okay?
we all know that female embryos are the ones that survive. They really,
It's
they
true,
always
it's
make it. They're the
true. Yes.
stronger embryos.
Yeah.
So when you have twin girls, you name them Christina and Donna.
Okay, I'm in. Fine
And
with
with
me.
the godmothers, we're like, oh, godmother.
Yeah, I see
Twins
this.
keeps always comes up for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Ever
it came-
since the guy
it
who
came
read my
up
tea
well.
leaves,
Okay.
he's like, you're gonna have twins in 2 years. He said, which it'll be 2 years in January since then, so maybe not. Whatever. Time is
Imagine you
relative.
gave birth to aliens.
That would be that. Yeah, I could imagine that. That'd be
Wasn't that a movie
freaky.
where people were giving birth to aliens? That was a movie when I was a kid. Wasn't it called
Well,
Alien
maybe
or
that's
something?
my
I
future
know my
and
mother
you're
used to tell me I
confusing
couldn't
it.
watch it because I would get scared. And clearly she knew what she was talking about.
Guys, I want to open the phone
All right,
line.
let's open the phone line. So, Mike, are we good? You're going to get married. You're having 2 kids. You're naming them after
Mike,
me and
I'm so happy
Christina.
for
Her
you.
name's going to be
Mazel
Sarah.
tov, Michael.
I think Sarah. Yeah, I think she's going to be a Jewish girl named Sarah.
Oh, really?
A Jewish
So,
girl, huh?
I don't know. I kind of
Jewish girls are the shit.
because when you were saying Sarah, and I was like, Sarah, isn't she in the Bible or the Torah?
No idea
Wasn't
about
Sarah?
religions.
Didn't she wear the red string? Was that Sarah? The red
I
string?
think it is a biblical
Yeah,
name.
sounds
like
I
a
don't know
good
exactly.
I try to take that part of my brain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
Throw it.
over my religious trauma.
Did you grow up religious, Michael?
No, we went
You
to
went-
church. We had a little bit of Jewish background too, because my grandma. But no.
Oh, wow,
Not
you and
really.
Corinne are both Jewish and Italian.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
guys, if you want to call, it's 478-351-0022, and this is how much I love you.
Let's give Mike that
we're only
thing.
gonna
We're gonna put the
we'll only do
headphones on.
one.
That's
Is
it?
that cool? I don't know because it's late. I
You
don't
can
want
vibe. You can go
Okay, we'll just
forever.
we'll see.
You can
We'll see.
see.
We'll see.
Maybe an alien will come on. Mike, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do?
I love that question for you.
How do you mean? Like, what's the? Am I just supposed?
If you knew she'd be down for
Oh, so much better with the headphones. I should have had them on the whole time.
my space buns, anyone have fun?
If I mean, listen. I'm at a stage in my life where I absolutely I'm trying my hardest to be more intentional and like be less.
All right, I ask my
you know.
like if I'm working with someone one-on-one, I'll say to them, if you could do anything that and money didn't matter, what would it be?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Okay.
But you
We're
can't
gonna
tell
answer
me
a
you
call.
want to go and hang out on the beach and just run around and try. Like it has to be something that pushes the collective forward or something with like purpose. So
Wait,
if
hold on. Ask me that question again after I figure out exactly what's going on here. Okay, hold on.
The
someone
aliens. It's the aliens.
I fucking wish.
It is. You asked for signs. They can't fucking.
No, it's someone calling a Google phone number that I just gave out.
Oh. The aliens.
I wish.
Answer it.
What the hell's going on?
How can you answer it?
Don't hang up.
I
I'm
tried
not hanging up.
the amount of times I have downloaded the burner app that I have used for years successfully with 0 hiccups.
My grandmother. Call that.
But like,
Hello?
Call that person back.
Hello?
Hello.
Is there a person here?
Christina.
Now it's your back. Now it's your back.
No, don't tease me.
It's me, Donna's grandmother.
Call back.
Are you okay?
Call.
There
Oh,
we
thank
go.
God. The one person watching this called that.
Hello.
Call from Genevieve.
There we go.
Oh, it's Genevieve.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Accept, press 1. To
Press
send a
1.
voicemail, press 2.
Accept it, Mike.
I got it.
Right.
Wait, did you hang up on her?
No, Genevieve, you there?
I am here.
Do you have a friend named Sarah?
Hi, Donna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I shouted you out. You see, I knew you were watching.
Welcome to Donna and Christina's Psychic Tarot Reading Line.
We should make this a fucking show.
Yeah, we should. That's
Hi,
what I'm trying
Christina.
to.
What else am I doing
Hi.
that's working? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
take a gamble.
Look at the signs. All right, Genevieve, do you have a specific question that you want Donna to find the
Oh,
answer
we're getting
to?
a lot of calls. We're blowing up.
Oh, man. I mean, Donna knows me pretty well, so I'm just going to say, what do I need to know?
I love that. Love that.
Okay. Wow, we're getting
All right.
calls.
All right, Genevieve. I love you. We have to just let you go, and we'll let the ladies. Is that all right, or do you want her on the
Oh,
line
and then
still?
we'll-
Just because the phone
No,
keeps going
it's
nuts.
okay. If more people can get in that way, all good.
What
That's
do you guys
nice
want to
of
do?
you.
It's nice of her. It's kind.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Mike. You tell me.
Well,
Fine.
you know what? I guess if you're watching live, then we'll answer it live.
Yeah.
Or and you can hang up.
Yeah.
And then a second, we're done because I feel like if they're on the line too, it might take longer, so we'll get to more people that way. Do you know what I'm saying? So is that cool, Genevieve?
Sure.
Donna's about to
Absolutely.
tell you
Genevieve,
what you need to
more
know.
self-care, back to
Get those nails
rituals
done,
and
girl.
routines, and back to a spiritual practice and something that's going to anchor you and ground you and bring you back down.
Did we already hang up with Genevieve?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh, no, we
No,
didn't.
Genevieve's
No,
still
stay on the
there, yeah.
line. Because I just
All right,
realized.
hang up.
Yeah, no, leave her. I just put it on Do Not Disturb, so we have just Genevieve.
Genevieve, don't hang up.
Yeah,
Don't hang
Genevieve,
up,
you can
actually.
stay.
Okay.
Because if Donna says
I am
something
here.
that's like super fucking true, I would love to
You
hear
gotta react
your
to know if
confirmation.
I'm
You know what I mean?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, bear with us, Genevieve. I'm sorry. This is my fault.
It's
We're
okay. We're
figuring
figuring
out
it
for
out.
the first one.
We're figuring it out.
So more
I'm
rituals.
getting a free reading from Donna Guerreros. I'm great. I'm good.
Thank you for saying
I'll
that.
say.
All right. More rituals, more routine. Were you doing a lot like spiritual wise, but then it started to remind you of like spirituality or religion and it was becoming a little bit too much like that? And then that like started to trigger some stuff?
It was almost becoming more like a to-do list.
Okay. Yeah, it was like,
And like not
Should.
being as intentional as it should be.
okay. You need kind of something to anchor you right now because it seems like you got a lot going on. I mean, when's the last time you like bought yourself flowers or even a present?
Yesterday.
I bought myself flowers over the weekend, actually.
Okay, good. All right, good. And is there a park by your house or like some type of outdoor place that you go to for like respite? Like to relax?
There is. I haven't been in a while, but there is.
All right, so going back
that part,
there.
girl.
And then what's going on with work? Are you working now as a, like, there's a lot of work going on. I just don't know if it's like schoolwork, if it's like a job, or maybe both.
Well, I'm back in school. I'm in my 4th semester of grad school now.
Okay,
and
so this is like crunch time.
yes, things are really kicking up. The last 2 weeks have been crazy. So
Okay.
it's been, yeah.
Just keep
there's
your
been a
head
lot
down
going
and
over.
like self-care and try to find, because it's like I don't want you to like spiral out. Like,
Whoa.
whoa, what the fuck was that?
The fuck?
What happened?
Do you see that?
Oh.
It's a T. Did you
That
see that?
is so
That is so fucking
fucking
weird. Look at that.
Did smoke? What happened?
No, that's
like,
the
popped.
candle just like. I mean, you roll
Yeah,
back
I
the
wonder
footage
why.
after this and fucking watch it. That's wild. That's weird.
What professor, like, is there a professor giving you a hard time, a male professor?
No, I've actually never had a male professor.
Okay, is there
As it should be. I'm just kidding.
there's something with like
Who would we wanna
patriarchal?
fuck?
Is there something with like, I don't know, there's something with like a male, is it a dean or something? Like is there a
Or your
thesis you
dad?
have to write?
No, I'm trying to think.
How about your
No.
relationship with your dad?
That's great.
Oh, is that
Oh,
the
nice. Hell yeah, love to
Yeah.
hear that.
There's some type of male,
Yeah,
like,
my
government.
dad-
Oh,
my
this
dad's
is
the-
like, is there a boyfriend or a crush? To clarify.
Potentially.
Okay, but what's the deal? Older or you feel like out of your league? Like, what's the situation?
No, definitely like just new dynamics. Like he's in, I'm going on a date Saturday and he's
Oh.
in a relationship.
Oh, well
But like
then.
it's open up, like,
But wait.
Well,
Did you say
that's
it's
a
open? Wait,
dynamic.
Hold on, did we talk over her? Did you say it's open?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's a totally different deal. I want to make sure
yeah.
we hear that part.
I apologize for laughing.
But do you want to be with someone who's in an open relationship? Because it seems like your heart is guarded here.
I think it's good because it's like I feel like I don't have it in me to like give enough for a full-time relationship right now. So I feel like
Okay. As long as it's
primary
okay
partner
for you.
that's not me is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dynamic's worked out well for a lot of people.
Okay. And are you hoping to
Mm-hmm.
change your home environment soon?
Yes.
Okay. Are you living
Yeah.
with roommates or people who you have to watch or people who kind of like, they don't bring out the best in you?
Not necessarily. I'm living at home, which it's fine. It's to save money and because of school and everything. I just thought I would be out a lot sooner because like I lived on my own and then I moved back home and I thought I'd be out sooner. But it's one of those things like it makes sense in the long run. But like
Are you the first person
myself
like,
is like
are you the first person who's getting this like degree or graduating and going this far with school?
not in my family. No, my mom
Friendship
went
circle.
to law school.
Friendship circle?
Friendship circle's expanding. I'm
Okay.
reaching out to like new people and I've made a lot of new connections and I've been trying this new thing where if like I think of someone, I text them and like that's been really good in just like keeping up with people. But I've made a lot of new connections lately.
Did this
Cute.
guy
Love making
tell,
new friends.
Did this
Never
guy
too late.
tell his girl he's going out with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me say this.
She looked up your social
so
media?
I asked-
She just looked up your social media
I
profile?
asked and he told me yes. So
Okay, we don't know if that's true.
right.
No, I think he might have, but yeah, so it kind of seems like, I don't know, there's a block here with the home. I can't figure out the home block. I don't know if there's jealousy. I don't know if it's like you gotta like, I don't know if they're like not being as serious about you studying or expecting like family commitments, but there's like something coming up in the home environment. Like, one, that you want to leave
Yep.
it, but that two, it's like, I don't know if they're not like taking school seriously or something.
They are. It's more just like I've come to the decision lately that I kind of have to, like, I might not be able to move out as soon. Like, my big goal for the year was like to move out and just like with some health issues over the summer and just like feasibly financially, it's just like not going to happen. So I'm really trying to like release that and just, let the universe do its thing. And
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, go to that park.
Go to that park, girl.
okay, good to know.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
Sure.
Genevieve,
Do
for
that.
calling. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
I
Bye.
feel so like off.
Bye.
I feel like tired all this. I got a wave
I
of
feel
tired.
off.
That's
I
been
feel like-
that's been like happening to me lately.
It's 10 o'clock.
I'll
It's
get
not
a
like
wave. It's not
you know.
late though, but I'll get
Yeah.
a wave, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. I want to go. Let's do one more though.
All right, let's do it.
We'll open the phone lines, and whoever calls first, that's the one who's meant to get the reading.
Yeah, 478-351-0022. That number again, 478-351-0022.
Was I right about
No, he just reached out.
I realized there was a chick on Hinge that I was talking to named Sarah.
Stop
I
it!
swear to God.
Stop!
She literally just messaged me.
And she's calling right now. Or is it
Stop. So I was right.
Yeah, you are
From
Very possible.
Okay. This is that last reading I felt like was a dub.
Hi,
for me.
hello.
Hi. Who is
What's
this, Sarah?
From
Call from someone.
to accept, press
That's
1.
the
To send a
audio's bad.
voicemail, press 2.
Okay, call again, somebody.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, hello. How are you? What's your name? Welcome to Donna and Christina's Psychic Tarot Line.
Nice to meet you. My name is Bobby from Brooklyn,
Bobby
via
from Brooklyn.
Australia.
Where? From Melbourne?
No, Sydney.
Sydney. Up close to Melbourne. then.
Oh, no, Bobby.
I know
Sorry,
that
I'm not
accent.
going to do that anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A lot of us in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, just a few.
Are you a Silverchair
Well-
fan? Are you a Silverchair fan? Do you even know who they are?
So the band?
I do.
Okay.
I love Silverchair.
Then you're over 35 years old.
He's so psychic.
Yeah.
No, I used to like go to fucking all their concerts and photograph and
Nice.
yeah, it was wild.
Bobby,
Yeah, they're like our version of Nirvana.
Yes, they are
Oh.
a version of Nevada. Yes.
do you have a specific inquiry you want Donna to
Bobby.
look into, or do you want a general? What do you need to know?
Or do you want Christina to just scream questions at the EMT pod and just see
won't
what
do that.
happens?
No, because that's not as reliable. Sorry, Bobby.
I think a general sort of
Yeah.
overview.
Okay,
Good
let's
start.
go.
A general? Okay.
How often do you go back to Australia?
Every Christmas.
Really?
Yeah,
And
they
it's
usually, and then they come
so
home on New Year's, right, Bobby? Usually?
Yes.
Yeah, because you know why? They usually fly on Christmas Eve because the plane's empty, and then
Oh.
they fly back on
How do you
New
know
Year's
this about
Eve.
Australians
'Cause I know a
specifically?
lot about Australia because of Silver Chair. I had a lot of friends in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a
I want to go to
lot.
Australia.
So yeah, is
But I
that
wanna
what,
fly
Bobby,
first
is that what you
class.
do? No, it's because I'm so psychic.
What do you do for a living?
What's the question?
I said, that's what you do, right? With the flying? That's what you guys do?
Christmas Eve and New
Yeah.
Year's?
Yeah.
A lot of flying.
What do you do for a
Business.
living?
I'm a wannabe filmmaker, but I sold my soul to work on Wall Street.
Oh, so you're
I'm doing that to
rich.
pay
So
the
you can.
bills.
Should I
You
sell?
could fund
Should
No,
I,
no, no, not rich. Not rich.
Oh.
I'm a shit kicker.
should I sell Planeteer
Bobby.
stock? Is it buy or sell?
That's isn't that,
No,
isn't that
it's not like that.
Yes.
It's more in tech. It's more in tech, and it's more boring.
Oh.
Howmet Aerospace, buy, sell. What should I do? Okay.
I mean, I know what you. My psychic abilities are saying, Bobby, you need to go live your dreams because you got to make those movies. But that's just me.
All right. You got roommates
That's the
or
dream.
roommates looking for a new apartment. What's going on with the living situation? I'll hold them up for the people.
We are looking. Me and my wife are looking for a new home,
Because you're having a baby?
and yeah, we just had a baby.
There you go.
Whoa! Donna Guerreros strikes again.
Finally! I haven't been
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna do one more. This can't be the last one.
all right.
Too good.
Two different
Very
two different religions or the same religion? Or
Holy shit!
fighting over what religion to bring up the baby?
No, I'm Catholic. She's Jewish.
Okay.
Oh shit! Y'all can get along. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we haven't made up our mind on the religious side of things. She wants to do Hanukkah and all the Jewish holidays, and
Okay.
I want her to do Christmas.
So do what my
We're
friends
pretty-
did. Have a Hanukkah tree. That's what my friends had when they were younger. They had a Christmas tree that was decorated
Yeah.
for Hanukkah.
Or I know people who do both.
So
There's more
we're on
presents.
the same page religiously, but yeah, it's kind of like a blended approach we're going with at the moment.
Wow.
I love that for you guys.
That's so Donna. You're so good.
The apartment you're looking at, or you want to be by a park. Someone wants to be by a park because they like to go to a park and decompress and.
Yes, that's a big. My wife grew up in Park Slope. So
Okay.
being near Prospect Park is where we live now, which is important. But if we move to the suburbs, yeah, if we're near the suburbs, we have to have a backyard or greenery or
Okay.
be near
Wise.
a park. So,
Who doesn't want?
it's important for me.
Who doesn't want to go to the suburbs?
Kind of me because I love Brooklyn and I love
Yeah.
New York City.
I mean, you're on
And,
Wall Street, buddy. You could fucking afford some shit.
No, he's not a rich Wall Street
that's right, I
person. He's the
forgot. No,
one
we're
Wall
not
Street
rich.
person that's not rich.
Yeah, so we can afford to rent, but we can't afford to buy. And
Yeah.
if we have
Yeah,
more
same.
kids, we need more rooms.
Right, in this economy, it's just absolute
All
shit
right,
show.
let's see. What's going? All right, you got to stay at this job, but you're not loving this job.
No.
A lot of snakes, a lot of fuckery,
Yeah.
a lot of backstabbing. Toxic boss
Yep.
or toxic coworkers or both?
Boss.
Boss, okay. Boss who wants to do everything by the rule book, but then doesn't fucking like hold up any of the shit. Are they like? I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
do as I say.
Not as I do.
Do as I say, not as I tell.
Yeah, and then
that's
like
the
maybe
thing.
scheming and like breaking rules too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like we're
damn.
yeah.
Donna, that's crazy. It is
It's funny as well because we're actually friends. Me and the boss. He actually lives down the road from me in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, he's like professionally a snake, personally a pretty good guy. So I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, no,
I
totally.
respect people who can compartmentalize like that, but also like don't be a dick.
What do you really want to do? What is
Yeah.
like? What's the dream? The
Filmmaking.
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 So why aren't you making Christina's documentary about talking to aliens?
Bob,
Yeah,
you want to do it dumb?
We need a director.
I am big on aliens. I watched all the I think his name's James Wood, all the
Yeah.
James Wood documentaries.
Okay, hell
He
yeah.
did the one on. Yeah, he just did that one on the UFO in Brazil, which was really good.
Oh,
The
I-
Gene
yes.
incident. If you've read up on that.
Yes, I have. I didn't know there was a documentary about that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to go to
Yeah,
Sedona
he's been on
with me,
Rogan
film
a few
it.
times to promote it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it's
just
a good
watching a
one.
Rogan clip about aliens. Rogan loves aliens. And then his new comedy club is The Mothership, and it's all alien theme. And I'm like, JoJo, yes.
Do you have this
Yeah.
idea for a film or something about pets or people with pets or dogs or something with pets? Do you have an idea
No,
about
my
this?
stuff's pretty like nihilistic and not happy in any way.
Okay. There's
You know?
no documentary
Not
down
really
the pipeline.
animal related.
It's a if you do
Oh, actually, I
documentaries.
did do a short film. That's a lie. I did a short film in 2019 about a man in the woods with his dog. I don't know if that qualifies.
And
That does.
what happened with that?
It's like a. Do you want the quick elevator
well,
pitch?
What did it go anywhere? Did it get picked up?
I mean, I'm not I
Yeah, it was
can't, I
like-
can't even sell my own scripts, buddy. So if you think I'm gonna, I can't make yours.
No, it was like a Confederate soldier in the woods by himself, and
Oh.
it's more about the tribe that's sort of pursuing him in the jungle. It involves eagles. There was a dog that was his pet.
Oh, cool.
You know, and there's a twist with the dog and the whole vibe of the jungle with the natives. You know, so
Cool plot.
So
Yeah,
are you
that's it.
making films, or you just don't have time because of the job? You want to make these films, man.
I made a really good one in 17 that did well at Palm Springs.
Nice.
A short
Okay.
film.
That's a good
Then I did
fest.
another in 19. Then I was going to do another in 20, and then the world
Pandemic.
ended. And
Well, here we're
nothing's
back,
happened
baby.
since COVID. Everything fell through. Yeah, everything fell through
Yeah.
when COVID hit.
But there's
And
YouTube, Bobby.
Kind of just. Sorry, say again.
There's YouTube.
Yes, that's true. Some of my stuff is actually on YouTube. There's a channel that
What's your channel? Shout it out,
so-
baby.
Shout it out, Bobby.
Omleto. So they put up, if you get into a good festival, they put up your movie on the YouTube. So
Can you spell
the movie
that?
I did was called Omleto. It's like hard to spell. Like it's like OMELETTO.
Okay. Okay.
And the movie
Omeletto
was
short
called
films.
Ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, and the short film was called Ritual by
Cool.
Robert Lindsley, which is me.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Robert.
So yeah, you got to start making more films. You got to start following your dreams.
Yep.
It's Omeletto show.
You
Cool.
gotta.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
don't know if you gotta switch genres or not. Are you feeling like you need to switch genres?
A film?
Yeah.
I felt to make something more. No, me and my buddies that I work with, we thought that we would have to do like a horror film to make something that could be marketable and sellable. You know, to get our foot in the door.
But what do you
So-
want to do?
Yeah, if there was no limits.
Well, you know, like sort of, antagonistic sort of, Taxi Driver sort of, angry white men sort of movies.
Yeah.
But,
mean-
Mike approves.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you'd have experience with that
So
kind of
what's
character. But
what's holding you back?
yeah.
You.
Uh,
Yeah.
Honestly, probably the family commitments at the moment, like
Okay.
having a baby and
Yeah.
being married and trying to balance that. But it's
Yes.
also like taking a toll on me mentally, not
Oh.
fully engaging with my career. So I sort of do, to a degree, take it out on my wife. In
Yeah.
a sort of
That's how it goes, unfortunately.
self-loathing sort of way.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So because
Everybody would be happier if you made your films.
yeah.
You would be, she would
100%.
be, your kid would be like, maybe they don't know it yet, but once they know words, they're going to be like, I'm happy my daddy's living his dreams.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we got to make.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, it's.
Also,
yeah,
if you were
it's one of
on
those
Wall
things,
Street, even though you don't know, like, even though you yourself are not, like, rich, you got to be rich adjacent. You got to know some motherfuckers, because people invest in films. It's not a money-making endeavor, but, like, a lot of people, there
I
is
think you have to
a
make
lot
a
of money
YouTube-
on the table.
I think you have to make a YouTube channel. And then I think
Yeah.
you had a little girl. Who's the little girl?
Yeah.
The little girl. Okay.
Shayla.
That's her. Okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you gotta start doing something. Oh, is like any movies have like a hatchet or like one of the, I don't even know what these things are called.
horror movie,
A sick,
just
what is
said.
this? A sick?
A sickle? It's
Sickle?
like a,
Yeah,
like
That's
the,
a
like the
sickle,
death, yeah.
yeah, one of them did.
Okay. You
One
gotta,
of them did.
you gotta,
One of them, yeah,
they had that film.
you're right.
So either
Okay.
the following needs to, I'll do what I do from creative people who work with me and who I do clients with.
Donna's accepting clients.
As long as accepting clients right now for free on Christina's, Donna and KRYSTYNA all right. You gotta get, are you afraid of what the Wall Street people are gonna think if they know you make horror films?
You know what? The kind of like anti-creative
course
Jersey,
they are.
Long Island.
Everyone I grew up with.
Kind of has like a right-wing conservative interpretation of Hollywood being this bastion of like liberal,
Yeah.
cesspool, and sort of
Of
hate
equality.
Hollywood, not for the fact that they hate movies, but hate the people.
So there's your next film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Angry White Men. There's like your next film. You're just make it about the Wall Street tech dudes. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't let these dudes get in your head. Don't worry about what they're thinking. And then you have to either, like what's coming to me for brainstorming for you is either you have to start releasing something like monthly, or you got to make a film and you got to go like Schultz with it, where you
Andrew
release,
Schultz.
you break it down into chapters, or you break it down into where you release a piece of it every week, and that's
Ooh.
what gets like people like watching.
idea.
You know what I mean?
And also, you can get a gimbal for
like
your
an
iPhone.
anthology.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also, like, no matter where you pick up on it, you kind of can take your own adventure. Like, you can kind of like watch it all together at once and it's something, or like you can watch it as a single episode, kind of like single episode horror. Does that make
Ooh,
sense?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like that doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
it does.
There's horror movies, but there are no horror shows.
I thought the FX show,
Yeah, there's like
American Horror Story.
Yeah, American Horror Story.
Yeah, there's like there's
That's
not,
each season is a
but
separate
there's
thing.
not that many.
Well, Black Mirror is the
No.
only one I could think of. Black Mirror is, I wouldn't describe it as horror so much as like,
But I think you need
Off
to make them
mentally.
like mini movies for each episode.
I like that.
But you're
idea.
talking about like a serialized thing on YouTube for the
It needs to
format.
be YouTube. Or honestly, even if you want to go even wackier with it, you can go like TikTok and make them like quick,
Oh,
like
yeah,
1 minute
shorts.
things, like
Yeah.
shorts.
Okay, that's
And
very
s-
interesting. I've never seen that before, so that
And
would
it
be cool.
needs to be like, you don't have to think, because I know you're definitely around my age. Like, what are you? Are you in your 40s?
No, 37.
37. Okay. So that old mentality, like Christina was talking about tonight, you have to break into the new and you have to break into the 5D. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be great. It just needs to be, and you need to start making. Like, it doesn't
Okay.
have to be like Scorsese made it. And honestly, you
Don't wait for
referenced Taxi
perfection.
Driver, one of my favorite movies, which I go see at the theater down by whatchamacallit, by in the West Village every year.
Tribeca?
They make no, yes,
Is that
IFC?
is it IFC. They make it the midnight movie every year, and every time they make it the midnight movie, I go and watch it. Taxi Driver, like, if you tried to fucking emulate that right now, you absolutely could. Like, that would be,
Yeah.
like, and if that's the movie you're looking to for inspiration, you don't need to go polished. Taxi Driver's like the fucking camera
Good
shakes
point.
nonstop in that film.
Yeah.
It's a rickety
very,
film, and it's very
like a really high, low budget sort of.
Yeah, so
high
like,
art.
and if that's a film of your reference and inspiration, like, you don't need to be making like a $20 million thing here. You can, yeah, and I think put this on YouTube and just be making films, and then like, or do little mini clips and put them on TikTok.
Yeah, I like that.
And if you're looking for an actress, at KRYSTYNA Hutch. Hey, gotta promote myself. Thank you so much for
start-
that.
start making it about your Wall
Talk to your agent.
Your Wall
Nah.
Street guys.
Nah, don't talk to
Make a
them.
film about your Wall Street guys. That's,
Who's Christina?
there's no angrier white men than Wall Street dudes, and they're going to be really angry in the next few weeks. When
The Wall Street dudes?
A lot of
the
material.
election.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, film it under.
Bobby, it was great talking to you.
Thank you for calling, Bobby.
Rock on, silver chair.
Fine.
Daniel Jones
Take care.
forever. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Was
Time
that-
for
was
one
that
more
good?
quick call?
Was that good?
Yeah, we got to wrap
Was
in
that
like
good?
5 minutes.
I would say like 10-ish.
Let's do 5 because I'm tired.
Mike's
got-
Well, I want to do one more because that was really amazing.
Okay. I feel like I helped. Bobby felt like me
Yeah.
working with someone one-on-one.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
what-
There was a good creative symbiosis going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Creatives are the best.
And I like that he was a dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
And also like trying to, do the right thing, be with his kid, his wife, do
Yeah.
that. But then it's also like,
It's a
when you're-
lot.
But when you're frustrated in that too, like,
Yeah, it
I don't-
sucks.
no one's being-
and when you're not
what the
like, you want to feel like you're being put to
I
use.
almost drank that
that's,
candle. I almost was like,
What? That's weird.
Like, I don't know. I
Wait,
picked it
what?
up. I
Oh,
think
that
it was
one
a
went away. Also, too, like when you're not doing work that lights you up, that is so taxing on your soul.
Yeah, 'cause-
Obviously, you need to work and make a living, and that's
I hope they find
incredible.
their
but-
apartment.
Okay, we can't take one more because
Okay.
Nobody wants to talk to us?
No, we got bounced because I have this computer. It's a YouTube thing.
Oh, okay.
Because you're in YouTube and it's my voice account.
Sorry, Google.
So
No more. No
we're
mas.
kind of beat.
Okay, well, is there anything else I need to know?
Let me see. Anything else Christina needs to know?
And, fuck it. Let's get on the aliens.
Okay.
Spirit box. And is anybody, can anybody comment in the comment section if they have a spiritual ability? And
If you want, we got a voicemail.
Oh, okay.
I can play. Hang on, let me cue that up
It's
if you want to do
Christina's
that.
mom.
Oh, no. She don't go on YouTube. She might. I love you. Sorry. Boy, is there anything I need to know in the meantime?
I ate chips and salsa, and that's all
I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I want a perfectly ripe avocado. I want to put truffle olive oil on it, and salt and pepper, with pine nuts and scallions. Oh, put over a little bit of arugula. Get the fuck out of my face. What are we doing?
Scallions, you love
I love scallions. They go bad so quickly.
Yeah, they do. You got to soak them in what? Don't you have to keep them in water? Don't
do you?
Don't they do that at the Chinese restaurants?
I gotta follow more TikToks about like hacks like that. Because apparently, like this one guy was like, put pennies in your flower vase when you have tulips in it. They live longer. Very true. Also,
I mean,
this
am
one
I-
guy's like
am
teaching
I
you
allowed
like
to-
on toothpaste.
Am I allowed to bring up your personal life? Or
Yes.
no? Like the move?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having a little anxiety about the move? With moving in with him?
Uh huh.
Yeah. See that? Yeah.
That's okay.
What are you afraid of?
Till I love him.
Yeah. Look at you guys.
Oh, with owls.
Yeah, look at you.
No,
just-
he's amazing. I'm just nervous.
What are you afraid of about at night?
Oh, I get homesick at night for what I don't know. For what home? You know what I mean? I'm at home.
Yeah, it's like the nighttime is like you're afraid it's going to be hard.
That the night is gonna be hard as life.
No, the night is going to be like hard there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Well, the energy in his home is it's so.
So you're going to get homesick?
No. But when I get the feeling of homesick, I used to get it when I was a kid, when I would go to sleepovers. But like my home wasn't good, so I'm like, why am I homesick?
Yeah, the same thing would happen
You know,
to me.
And I never understood that. But that's why I'm like,
This is
maybe
gonna-
it's because my real home's with the aliens.
This is good. No, that's
But
what I was
no.
going to say. You're aliens.
Oh, really?
I think
I was just bullshitting, but I'm nervous. But I had therapy this morning. My therapist.
this is going to be really good for you. This is going to be a good
I think
turnout
so,
for you.
too.
This is going to be a good start for you. a
You know
new
what,
path.
too? When things are going to be really good for me, I don't want to do them and I
Right,
get terrified.
totally.
It's like the show that I have the best, most killer set. I'm like, I don't know, should I cancel? And I'm like, and then I never do because I'm like, this is the one that's going to be the best one, whether it's a stand-up show or whatever it is. Going out to get a sandwich. I'm too lazy. I don't want to get a sandwich. Well, it's going to be the best fucking sandwich you've ever eaten. So I have this thing where I guess it's self-sabotagey in a way. I'm afraid of, this sounds so lame. I'm afraid of my greatness
So 2 cards
and
came
to
out,
live truly happy.
and one is birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to do.
And then
here.
just say yes. So you got to move in. You got to do
Yes,
this. This is going
that
to
is
be very
happening.
good for you. And this is going to actually give you no distractions to like finally get off your ass and make the projects you have to make.
That's exactly what I was like. That is going to be the number one thing that you are going to be so happy to get out of this. One of the many good things, but one of them like saving money and stuff and living with my boo. I fucking love him. But also,
It's going to be give you like.
if there's going to be, there's not going to be any of my stuff there except like my
There's
clothes.
no distractions.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna actually be able to focus.
It's like
'Cause
you're
my
gonna be-
apartment
It's
is
going to be
like,
free.
yeah, okay.
You know?
And
I have
then-
a voicemail if you're ready.
okay, let's go.
Yeah, hit us. Oh, it's the aliens.
All right. Well,
Wait,
Well, and that's
wait, replay that. Replay that.
That's the
louder.
show.
Replay louder. Just to see.
There was something there. There was definitely an alien there.
Shut up, Michael. Christina. Damn me.
Hello, Christina. It's E.T.
well, that's all we had.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
I
This
hope
episode.
this was good. I feel like this was like all over the place.
Yeah, this is a podcast. Yeah.
We're tightening it up
It
next
was
time.
good. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good. All right.
This
This
was
is
the
that
first time
trial
we're
run.
doing
Yeah.
it. Give us grace. No, I had a really good time. Donna, what would you like to promote? Where can we find you online? You are taking clients. You are
I am.
so good with creatives.
Thank you.
Not only you don't only use tarot, but you have an intuition that's it's remarkable, and you also understand the creative person better than most people I know.
Yeah, I am a creative. I'm married to a creative, and all of my friends are creatives.
And you always predict everybody's career exactly how it's going to happen, and then it happens that way. I'm like, damn.
And then in my chart, I have a design that people who I work with and people who I friend become famous through my energy. So that's like
white
my
Oprah,
goal is to
come
just
in.
like help people become famous, and then they take care of me. Like I told you this the other day. I was like, I just want everybody to be famous, and then they take care of me down the road.
Yeah. I'll get you your watch, baby.
Thank you very much. So yeah, you can find me on theartofself.substack.com. That is like my hub. The announcements for me, like opening up and working with, I haven't worked with one-on-one clients in like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Wow,
and
you're
I'm
so
going to
good at it.
reopen up, and we're going to do, I've been getting some certifications and things. So working on some mindset, kind of like mindset coaching and performance
Cool.
coaching, working through blocks, figuring out creative stuff, and then, doing like a lot of like self-care mapping to kind of, because a lot of people like know they need to take care of themselves, but just the idea of it is like wildly overwhelming. And since
Totally.
I'm a nurse, we're kind of going to look at all components, because I do work in a lot of spiritual realms. I'm Reiki attuned. I have a lot of healing modalities that I work under. I do tarot. We look at we'll look at your numerology. We'll look at your astro. We'll kind of look at everything that's going on with you and kind of figure out what your goals are, and then also how we can break this down so we can map it out.
Baby
so
steps.
it's baby steps. It's achievable. You don't get overwhelmed. You don't get bored. And also, you're not going to change this shit in fucking 3 days.
No.
So I'm not one of those people.
I
and-
wish I tried.
And if you're looking for someone who's going to change your life in 6 weeks, it's not going to be me. Because one, I don't want that much pressure, and I'm not going to overpromise that I can. This is for people who are looking to go on like a journey, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to be opening up to clients, but I do write a weekly Substack. I have a podcast, YouTube video, all that. It's found on theartofself.substack.com, where it's just easier for all of us, because then you get the updates and stuff like
Nice.
that. So yeah, a lot of stuff about self-care, and kind of like imagine me as being like the creative director of your life.
Ooh.
That's like what I
would
that's
love
what
a
I hope
creative
to help
director
you
for my
with.
fucking life.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Well, I'm going to go hire Donna, and I'll see you guys
You don't
later.
have to hire me. I told you, I'm working with you. We're doing it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for listening. This has been The Voices in Our Heads. Congrats on not killing yourself, and I'll talk to you next Monday.
Bye, guys. Thank you.